Baby, I'm so high. I'm full of weed. Down south, PRT, if you want roll with king, I'm full of weed. If you want to top in the O, let it ride. I'm full of weed. Pull up on a chick like I just smacked. King E.N.E and you got stacks. We don't give a goddamn about your guys' stats. To be honest, most of y'all little guys sweat. Took his game up and you roll with the winners. E.N.E is steak meals like a little chicken dinner. You will never see a couple niggas this fly. Now in the stacks, this is pop like a fish. My young nigga vibes, we can all West Coast shit. I don't know the county club, copy West Coast shit. This is a business school, copy West Coast shit. All moved up, like we really West Coast shit. We do this shit with style. That's why the ladies love it. We with the men straight too, so we out in public. E.N.E, best flow. King L, stats with the facts, and let's go. East Coast city, out baseball, timed out. I'm about to pull up on it. I'm about to pull up on it. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. I'm about to pull up on it. I'm about to pull up on it. Down south, PRT, if you want roll with king, I'm about to pull up on it. I'm about to pull up on it. If you want to top in the O, let it ride. I'm about to pull up on it. Now you up from top, about to smoke with the cheese. If you know King, you about to roll up for me. Look, I don't really dance, but like I got roll on the D so high, I wasn't on it, but you know this is me. Just like where I'm from, I got a screaming out, oh, I ain't paid for no feature, but she gave me a show. Pop bottles only if it be the dollar the mo. Here for a couple hours, going down on my dough. Look, I don't really know why they didn't be me. Maybe cause the whole team MVP. Got the gangs in your wine, I'm the same OG. Treat the pro like my shoes, keep the thing on me. Game time, now it's common mentality, up a salary. Wear the wrong colors in the wrong hood, in the casual. With the Malibu, Santa Monica on the beach. Always gotta keep the 40 collar on reach. East Coast, send out, bay ball, timed out. I'm about to pull up on it. I'm about to pull up on it. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. I'm about to pull up on it. I'm about to pull up on it. Down south, PRT, if you want roll with king, I'm about to pull up on it. I'm about to pull up on it. If you want to top in the O, let it ride. I'm about to pull up on it. I'm about to pull up on it. If you roll down the way, I'll give you some facts. All right, come on, let's go. Six to the six. E.N.E the cheat code, play the game with a list. Reverse the flow like I'm in rapping after this. John B the truth, that's a brethren shit. If you're in the mirror, you should know what this is. E.N.E the life of the hell, black and shit. On the ground, on the shit, they said we let it hang down. Times down, that's every day was a trip. He's sure like the hero, where's God's said me, I'm so hard. You can't get the looking down, we still got this out.
Yeah, what up? It's your brother, your brother, Huckleberry, aka Snap. Y'all know we here, Jack Friday Night Wrap Up. Let's go. Tap in, walk with us. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page. Share on your social engineering. You know, you dig, you know. What's good with everybody, man? How is y'all doing on this beautiful, chilly, cold Friday evening? What's happening? What's going on? What it do? Pretty eventful week we got going on this week, man. Hell of a way to start the 2025 season off, man. Right? Hell of a way to start the 225 season off, man. What's good with everybody? How y'all doing on this beautiful Friday evening? What's good? What's good? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all already know what it is, man. What it with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Now, this is a crazy situation right here, man. Right? I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about this by now, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Let's go.
Did you know you can get permanent teeth in just 24 hours?
I'm telling y'all, man.
What? That's right. 2 officers shot there on scene, according to NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick, who also said that that's where she was heading right now to get an update on how they are doing. We do know that they are stable at the hospital as they're being treated. Those 2 officers shot by the driver of the truck who plowed into the group of people intentionally, according to investigators. As we take a look at the scene during the 3 o'clock hour, 4 o'clock hour this morning, minutes after that situation took place on Bourbon Street, people describing what they said was running for their lives, others being treated by EMS on the ground there, wrapped in blankets, some of them tourists staying in hotels that were also forced to evacuate amid, according to witnesses on scene, speaking to our reporters, calls of a bomb threat. Now, again, Special Agent Duncan from the FBI did address that somewhat, saying that they did find IEDs, improvised explosive devices, but didn't clarify or specify as to what those were, when they were found, where they were found. So, working to get to the bottom of that one as well.
You know, of course, we can sit here and have so many questions for officers, but they have a lot of questions too. They're still trying to put this together as all of this unfolds, trying to get us the information. So we're not slamming, of course, the police department. They're trying to do their job. They're trying to answer all these questions as well, because they probably still don't know why this man purposely decided to do this.
Live picture right now at Bourbon Street as we take a look at this Earth Cam shot. You see investigators remain there on scene here overnight. You can see the police tape still up there as there is a barrier. Earlier, you may have seen, as we had this shot up, officers speaking to a gentleman there and guiding him out of the area. Again, a lot of questions. You see people walking by, walking up, folks presumably trying to ask where to go here. So again, officials telling folks, as this officer is guiding the gentleman there, avoid the French Quarter, essentially an 8-block area from Canal to St. Anne, Bourbon being the center point there. Steer clear of that area as investigators work to get to the bottom. As a matter of fact, I said it was a live shot. This is a recording of that video I was telling you about a little earlier. People just trying to figure out what to do. Some key points here from Chief Kirkpatrick. That man, again, intentionally driving the truck down Bourbon Street. 2 police officers shot. They are stable right now. Chief Kirkpatrick headed to the hospital to get an idea of how they're doing and to speak to them. The FBI, though, leading the investigation. We did hear from Special Agent Duncan in that very brief press briefing, and Kirkpatrick telling us while we don't have much on the demography of those injured, the number around 35, most of them, she says, are locals.
Now, of course, you mentioned
Cortez was good with you, cuz
we're in stable condition.
So at the end of all of this whole thing, 14, 15 people got bodied, 30 some odd people got injured, 2 cops got shot. And this is just what happened in New Orleans. Right, this is crazy, man. I've been telling y'all about this stuff, man. Violent radicalization. They're saying that this guy, right, Shamsuddin Jabbar, they're saying that he was radicalized by ISIS. It was alleged that he had somehow got across the border via Texas in Eagle Pass. That was misinformation. Shamsud is actually a U.S. citizen born and raised right here in America, in Texas. He was a member of the military for 10 years. He served in Iraq and Afghanistan. One got to ask themselves, what would make an American military soldier, after experience what he could have all possibly experienced in Iraq and Afghanistan, why would he be a sympathizer, empathizer of ISIS? Quite interesting, might I add. Oh yeah. What did I tell y'all, man? I told y'all, if this dude has a manifesto, it's a psyop. Listen, they came out yesterday and said when they raided his house, he had all type of journals in papers that he was writing that basically mapped out why he felt the way he felt towards the American government and American society as well. This guy just recently hit a patch of debt. His original plan, allegedly, as they tell us, was to, because all his family was basically disowning him, probably because of his affiliation or his alleged affiliation with ISIS. The FBI is telling us this guy's original plan was to lure his family members to a disclosed location and off all his family members for planning. That's crazy. But I keep telling y'all with stories like this, man. They're mind effing psyops. Totally meant to distract us from what's actually going on. Right? So just pay attention to that, y'all. Don't be so easily duped. You know? They try to hit us with the emotional heartstrings, man. Right? That's what they do. They try to hit us with the emotional heartstrings, man. You did? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Right? Now we got this. This is crazy. Right? (2005) getting off to a crazy start, Jack. Right? Now here we have this situation at the Trump Hotel. This is wild, man.
This was the shocking moment a Tesla Cybertruck exploded outside of Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas. The blast occurred on New Year's Day shortly before 9 a.m., killing the driver who was inside the vehicle. At least 7 people nearby also suffered minor injuries. Authorities found the truck packed with charred fireworks-style mortars, camping fuel, and canisters. Police said the lack of damage to the hotel was due to the strength of the Tesla, which remained mostly intact.
The fact that this was a Cybertruck really limited the damage that occurred inside of the valet because it had most of the blast go up through the truck and out. In fact, if you look on that video, you'll see that the front glass doors at the Trump hotel were not even broken by that blast, which they were parked directly in front of.
The explosion came hours after a driver rammed his rented pickup truck through crowds along Bourbon Street in New Orleans, killing at least 15 people. The vehicles in both cities were rented using the app Turo.
Do I think it's a coincidence? I don't know. But what I can tell you is we're absolutely investigating any connectivity to what happened in New Orleans, as well as other attacks that have been occurring around the world. We're not ruling anything out yet.
The dramatic blast is also being investigated by police as a possible act of terror. The driver of the Cybertruck has been identified by local media as Matthew Liversberger, a Colorado resident who served in the Army.
This dude allegedly served in the Army. They're making this more about the integrity of the Tesla truck and the integral structural integrity of the Trump building versus the actual situation was some guy who's ex-military who was a Tesla truck up in front of Trump Hotel in Vegas, and it detonates. That is wow. It's kind of weird that it happened the same day as what happened in New Orleans, and as well as what happened to what we're about to get to there. King L, what's happening, man?
What's good? What's good?
What's the deal with you, brother?
Shit, can't call it, man. It's in the house, just over here, relaxing, getting the house finally moving around all day.
Same here, man. I'm just in here chilling. You know what I'm saying? Relaxing, getting to this show, man. You know? So this situation right here, I'm pretty sure you're aware of what happened in New Orleans, but this situation right here is just as crazy, minus the casualties. Now let me ask you this, El. You heard about both of these incidents, right?
I didn't hear about this one. I heard about the, but I wasn't. I was kind of busy today, though.
Sources are saying that, or implying that these two incidents are somehow connected, which is a possibility, but you know, who's to say? Mars Lower, what's good, boy?
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Cuz Cortez, what's good, boy?
What's good, Cortez? I see Taz in the building. What's good? What's good?
I like to click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man.
Yeah, you know what? I did hear that some people of my, I was talking to about it. They definitely implicated that they, felt like it was kind of on the lines of a carried out, low key kind of terrorism type plot when it happened. So I wouldn't think it would be too far fetched if both of them was connected in some type of way.
Right. That's my sentiment as well. You know what I mean? Only time will tell, but I'm gonna just tell y'all this. The main thing that I want y'all to get from this is that this stuff is being made normal. It's a desensitization campaign, right? To just get us used to this type of stuff happening, right? So they can then provide us with solutions. Because of course, what is the general consensus amongst people? This can't keep happening. What are y'all going to do about it? And as a result of this, we get the Hegelian dialectic, right? Now, what are y'all going to do about it? Well, we got this, and this. No matter which one we have the illusion of choosing was already pre-planned. And not only that, right? Not only that, but it also, you feel me, keeps us in a state of perpetual fear. And when you are in a state of perpetual fear, confusion, that makes you suggestible, meaning in exchange for a illusory sense of security, we'd be willing to give up some of our rights.
Yeah, and you definitely become easier to control.
Facts.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what it is, man.
No doubt, man. Crazy start to the year. Wild start to the year.
Kind of sound like we even talking about it, kind of sound like the pandemic. You know how they was able to put people in a fearful state of mind to the point where they was literally locking themselves up in the house willingly. Wild times, y'all. We literally lived through that. That is wild. Had people disowning family members for something they ain't even understand themselves. That's what I call ultimate fear. And it was all, the way I think on that one, that was a test of how can we control people through social media. Because I know Facebook definitely took it to the next level with the fact verification and all kind of shit. I never seen no shit like that. Like people post all kind of wild shit all day. And this is the first time you started seeing people's posts just get deleted from Facebook, and it was a regulated time, and it was like they only want you to hear one side. It was crazy. They was even deleting shit that was true. You know what I mean? So
Crazy
yeah,
stuff, man.
you got to watch how they. I mean, a lot of people, whatever side you was on the pandemic, or if you was in the middle, however it was, you had to definitely see how they was able to weaponize control through social media channels, and what they did to a lot of people, you know.
Facts. Now, as this was happening in New Orleans, same day in Vegas, there was a mass shooting in Queens, New York as well. You heard about this, L?
Yeah, I did. I heard about this one. Yeah, I
This is
saw the
wild.
story, but I didn't really read into it. Julie was talking about it because that's where Julie from.
Right. We're about to get into it right now. Let's go. Smash that like
We actually going to be there next week.
10 people shot.
That breaking news that we mentioned in Queens, 10 people shot outside of a New Year's party at a nightclub in Jamaica.
Yeah, the NYPD holding a press conference overnight saying at least a group of men fired at least 30 shots into that crowd. And thankfully, all of the victims are expected to survive. That's where we find Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate live in Jamaica with more on the search for the gun. Phil. Yeah, Pedro Charlene, right now an active investigation is underway as they try and track down 3 to 4 men that shot at a crowd outside of the Amazon nightclub, sending 10 people to the hospital. I want you all to take a live look right now at this active crime scene. Investigators are hard at work. About 30 markers are down right now. Again, this happened right here in Jamaica. They are looking through every inch of this frozen crime scene. Now, it appears that there was a private event that was taking place at this space with about 90 people inside when those bullets flew around 11:30 last night, causing panic, injuring 6 women and 4 men between the ages of 16 to 20. Now, cops say it was a dangerous scene as about 30 shots were fired before the suspect, still at large, got away in a gray Infiniti with out-of-state plates. Now, police right now recovering evidence along the 144th Place Street outside of the club, which is now a massive crime scene. Now, Chief of Patrol Philip Rivera spoke out just a short time ago as to how this all unfolded. Let's take a listen.
4 males were walking eastbound on 91st Avenue onto 144th Place towards the venue. 3 to 4 males then opened fire over 30 times in the direction of the group standing outside the event space, striking multiple victims. There's zero tolerance for these senseless shootings, these horrible acts of violence on our streets. And those responsible for this crime will be apprehended and brought to justice.
Now, right now, you're taking a live look at the more than 30 markers which now line the street here on 144th Place. Investigators are hard at work as they continue to search for any clues that will help them provide any answers as to how this all went down. Police say that this was not an act of terror. Now, if this was gang-related, they say that that is an...
They said that it's not an act of terror.
Avenue that they are now pursuing, but it is still too early to say it was gang related. We are locked.
Yeah, that's probably.
Now pay attention, y'all. What I keep telling y'all, pay attention to the catchphrases. Radicalization, terrorists, acts of terror, terrorism, homegrown terrorism.
That's literally right around the corner from where I used to stay. Where we actually still go and where we stay, kind of when we go to New York.
This is wild, 10 minutes man. Away.
Yeah.
10 people shot, 6 chicks, 4 dudes.
And what's crazy is Queens, and when you get to the boroughs and you really know how things operate in New York, it's mostly like how it is in Columbus, where if you go to a party, you damn near know most of the people at the party. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's that same way, when you go to like Queens party, Brooklyn, wherever you at, they normally don't leave their boroughs all like that when they go do what they do, especially a spot like this. You know what I mean? more than likely, it definitely was a Latino spot or something like that out in Queens, New York, where that area is. That's like 60% Latino in that area. So who knows, man? It's just wild. You know, we was talking about this the other day, me and my homie, uh, and kind of what Bird just talking about on like the media side of the desensitization. Um, it definitely, I think it's a lot that desensitizes people. Like not only from the TV that we watch, of course, you know, we used to listen to the crazy music, but also I think the video game is totally different. You know what I mean? Yeah, we had, you know, games where we was popping people in the games and all that, shooting games. You know, we had the Golden Eye. That was the first I could remember playing. We had Duck Hunt. You know, that was even way before that. That was the first Nintendo game that you got with the cartridge. It was Duck Hunt and Mario.
Duck Hunt / Mario. It came with the gun.
Gave you a whole gun and everything. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how our era came up and we was taught to like, and even like you look at the cartoons, like the cartoons was kind of based, Looney Tunes was kind of based on, but you know what I mean? You had the Coyote, Wile E. Coyote, and you know the cat. You know what I mean? Tom and Jerry, like it's getting popped and blown up and all kind of shit, shot in those in the cartoons. So we kind of seen it, but I think if anything, they was kind of testing our era, and you could tell by how like the late '80s and '90s how it started getting really, really bad.
Right.
But then I think they push it to a whole different level now because we still fear death in a sense. Like even though our era was wild, you know, all the eras is wild, but I think the difference in our era, we still understood death and we still kind of feared it. I think kids nowadays, they don't understand kind of connection with it and they don't give a fuck about death.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly desensitized, man. You know what I mean?
I think that's the difference.
Huge difference. And, another difference is, and this is a huge difference, major difference, the availability and access to information. All right. We didn't have social engineering when we was kids. All right. Just imagine if we had Facebook back in 95.
Nope. You had to actually go and find shit and go get an encyclopedia or go to the library and actually go look that shit up yourself.
You know? So nowadays, man, you know, and this is why we talking about this, because all of this stuff we seen, what happened in Queens, what happened in Vegas, what happened in New Orleans, God rest the soul, rest in the essence to everybody who lost their lives in any of these tragic events. Is very, very sad when people lose their lives, innocent people lose their lives. You know what I mean? But I just want to keep in mind and make privy to everybody who taps in with us, man, that these things, now understand when I say, or should I say, what I say. Oh, what's that? Yes, L got some audio issues going on. I'm just saying, man, we being desensitized, we're being preemptively programmed, man. Y'all think this stuff is violent? Oh, we ain't seen nothing yet. You know? And it's being done for a reason. And I want y'all to understand that, and I want y'all to know that. When I say this stuff is being made to happen, what I mean is that the things societally are being manipulated to create the situation for stuff like this to happen, to be used, plausible deniability, mind freaking psyop to get certain agendas across, to trick us, manipulate us into going along a certain path that's predetermined, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, for instance, with these three situations right here, be on the lookout for gun control policies coming out of this. Be on the lookout for extreme security at mass gatherings. We're being hit with everything at once. We got the drone situation, which lets us know that the robot police, like I've been telling y'all, is here. What's the best way to make sure? How can you can't now think about what I'm about to say. You can't predict when a guy is going to go ape shit and rent a car and go burling down the street in some public thoroughfare. Just like you can't predict somebody going up in a gathering in Queens shooting shit, or you can't predict some crazy ex-military guy blowing up his cyber truck or a cyber truck in front of a Trump establishment. So the question has to become, well, how can you prevent such things? Now we get into another topic for another show. Now we're talking Minority Report. We're talking pre-crime. We're talking predictive program. We're talking about, y'all know they got technology that can predict crime when it's going to happen, right?
They said they predicted this shit. That whatever that program is called, they said they predicted some shit was going to go down for 2 years.
Right?
Whatever program, I don't know the name of the program you're talking about, but I know they was heavy on talking about it. Saying it definitely was some predicted shit.
Right. I wouldn't doubt it. So the question has become, and I'm about to put the poll in the audience. Pause.
Say you was out there in NYC on New Year's Eve. Felt like something was going to happen. Yeah. What's crazy, me even staying in New York, I was cool going down to the city for New Year. Like, I remember it, and back then it was still popping because I was down there before pandemic. I remember Julie, like, we went to the club, what was it, Fountain Hall or something, wherever she said, like, Donna used to throw a party. It's like a big ass club. Like, if y'all ever been to the Red Zone where it got a bunch of different clubs all in one building, it was like 6 different clubs all in one spot. But I don't know. I just never, like, I did the whole Christmas in New York and all that. But I just was cool on the actual Times Square because to me, it was already crazy just being down there in Times Square. If you ever go to New York during Christmas time, it's already crazy. Going to like the Rockefeller building, all that you see like in the movies where they light the building up and they ice skating and all. But how many people was out there during that week? And just imagine how it probably looked when it was like time for that. Because I even went down there during when they had the Super Bowl in New York. If y'all remember when they had that, it was cold as shit out there. And I remember being in Times Square, how crazy it was out there for that. So, like I said, I could just imagine how it is if you go there for New Year's. Just even watching it on TV, it look crazy. But I'd be cool with that. Especially like you said, now these days with the way terrorism is just kind of on a high alert. Especially since, you know, you got all these idiots. It's like crazy over the politics to the point where they really do some shit. You know, I don't know. They made politics something that's even crazier than it normally is. And I blame social media for that. Another, you know, we seen how they tried to like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't get too much into politics. You know, me and Verge, we don't even really discuss politics or no shit like that. But I do have discussions with certain people, and even in those discussions, like, you got to kind of back off because a lot of people only got one thing on their mind with politics. Like, it's not even, it's like kind of like a religion. I kind of stayed off the religion topics and all that shit. You know, certain things that you don't discuss with people because they gonna already have a certain feeling, and there's very few people that can see things from all angles when it comes to certain topics like that. So you choose to leave it alone. But in this day and age, the way that they kind of weaponize, like I said, social media has been so much in control. I think there's so many people they had so emotionally invested in politics. It's shit like this where a dude running his Tesla into the fucking Trump Tower, blowing it up, whatever. That's just kind of showing you how crazy people have been flipped over some shit was crazy. As I tell people, y'all go all crazy like this over the presidential election. This is how y'all should be treating the motherfucking niggas that's in the fucking states and the cities that y'all in. And y'all don't even have none of that action for them niggas. And this wasn't, I tell you, voting those local elections. Most people that have all that, their animosity don't even vote in 2 years. I mean, the same motherfuckers don't even know anybody in their own city, state, town, district, none of that.
Right. Don't
It
even
just be
know who
funny
their
to me,
alderman
bro.
is, and they said don't even know the name of the president of the
That runs
city.
the shit that they complaining about.
The people who they can actually go to.
It's crazy.
But even at that level, y'all, right?
Yeah.
Even at that level, it's moot because you think about y'all remember when I told y'all, right, about the goddamn wow, shit, it just slipped my mind that goddamn fast, man. But when you go into these city council meetings, these town hall meetings, you know, it's already pre-planned, predetermined. When you go up in there, you get your little 3 minutes. It's just to give you illusion, give us an illusion that we have a say-so in what's going on when we don't. Right? The name's gonna pop into my mind here in a second. Man. I'm just having a brain fart right now. It's an actual term. And actually we all been falling subject to this at some point, whether it be at our jobs, at our school, and we don't even know it. Right? And when you go to these city hall meetings, city council meetings, you know, on whatever issue y'all might be talking about, it's pre-planned, predetermined. The decision has already been made. All these things is just a ruse to give the people the illusion that they have a choice or say-so on what's going on when they do not. Notice nothing changes. Not in our favor anyway. Right? It's going to come into my mind in a second right here. Pass that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on social engineering. I got my brother King L's in the building. You know, I'm talking about Friday night, wrap up E.N.E every day, all day, no days off. You understand what I'm saying? Tap in, walk with us, man. 2025, we getting on code. FBA all day, every day, no days off, man. Listen, man. Now is a good time to link up like a bike chain, you know what I'm saying? To find that soldier to link up them, right? We're gonna get to this E.N.E track, you know what I'm saying? By me, Stacks with the Facts. I'm feeling myself tonight, pause, right? So we're gonna bang this track right here. I think it's fitting for the way we started the show off too, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your code social engineer, man.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. There was nothing to me but blind. Victory has defeated you. Gotta know your next move to speak to the book. Gotta respect the camera. Everybody gotta taste that it's in itself. This facts have the facts, you know, clear as the book. Gotta know your next move to speak to the book. Gotta respect the kid when you speak on the book. Everybody gotta taste that it's in itself. This facts have the facts, you know, here as the book. Now I'm stacks with the facts. Now I drop knowledge. Used to cook straight, drop crack. E.N.E, coronavirus, the takeover. CW elite. an abyss I can easily swim through. I'm like the Gordon fisherman and you rappers are seafood. Grand champion is bitch, you should call me your seafood. Make sure my energy is up cause the devil's deceitful. And everything that we see and sing ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream. And everything that we see and sing ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream. Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boy. Gotta respect the dead when you speak of a love. Everybody wanna taste of the skin. When stacks got the facts, you know, hear nothing for. Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boy. Gotta respect the dead when you speak of a love. Everybody wanna taste of the skin. When stacks got the facts, you know, hear nothing for. Throw them all on the boat, start shipping them off. E.N.E, perpetuity, ripping them off. Find them in the West Wing, start ripping them off. Let stacks hold them up while I finish them off. I film all shit, man, I'm sick of the floor. That Ocean 6, that Bellagio ball. Man, we killing everything like a British assault. When they sick of these kids, we the illest of all. All these hating cats is fraud, filled with jealousy. Another beat murder, they charging me with assassin. Look, got the ingredients and the recipe. Importantly, I'm still smoking on hydrotherapy. Literally, still getting paper with the printer off. Bro, still don't got no work. That's what winning for. So fuck y'all, you a permanent flip off. Don't speak to me for less than 250. That's a rip off. Next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the law. Everybody wanna taste of this E.N.E sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the law. Everybody wanna taste of this E.N.E sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. I spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. I assume you dream.
I assume that's y'all dream, man. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, right? Crazy stuff happening this week, man. Wild, crazy stuff. El, what's going on with you, man?
Man, it is a lot of shit that went down this week. Great week popping out. You know what I mean? It was a lot of stories going on, a lot of good interviews. Of course, everybody was going to try to drop the hot interviews for the year. So it was definitely a lot. I'm still trying to catch up on watching some of them. I ain't got a chance to watch all of them, but I know I was trying to watch some of that Ali Sadiq with Carmelo Anthony on the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast. That's a dope one.
You said who?
Ali Sadiq and Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they did one. That was really dope. You got the Shannon Sharp, the Kais, and that. It was a couple of them. Damn, there was another one too. But yeah, it was a lot of good joints, man. And hey, Ray J funny as hell, man. That's one thing I'll say. Joe Buttons and them, Ray J, you is a fucking clown. Hey, Ray J, you ever watch this shit, you are a motherfucking clown.
Working at a warehouse
With that nigga Ray J, Joe Buttons and them. I was watching that shit earlier when they was talking about Ray J and shit.
He killed his boss.
That nigga Ray J's a clown, man. Shout out to Ray J, man.
This is
Ray J, boy, you might as well sit up there and come on up out of that closet,
so
man.
many write-ups.
Nah, I wasn't even that. It was Ray J. They was talking about how he went straight online and told the chick, like, he said Joe Budden and them was breaking it down, but I guess he had just fucked with some chick and said he wasn't washing the smell off. He was on some young nigga shit. Man, he's a fucking, he's a fool, man. But Ray J's Ray J, man. Shout out to Ray J, man.
Now, this story right here is wild. You hear me?
Schedule a meeting with Mr.
Y'all heard about this?
You say what?
I think my man XL Pro sent me this story, man. I'm about to pull it up on the screen, man. This is crazy, man. This dude did the wildest stuff you could ever imagine somebody doing, Chad. You hear me? Wait till I'm about to show y'all, man. This is crazy. Wild stuff, man. This dude right here, man, did the wildest stuff ever, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Getting wild out here, man. It's getting wild and crazy out here, man. Now, this happened 5 years ago, but it's surfacing back in the news again, man. Peep this, man.
Erica, it was mission accomplished in some degree tonight. At 9:30, just about a half hour ago, we learned the lone gunman had a single handgun today. The 15-year employee was fired, I'm told, a couple of weeks ago. He returned thinking he'd potentially be reemployed. When that didn't happen, he began firing. It ended when officers confronted the suspect, exchanged fire, and killed him. Approximately 1:20 p.m., Bedlam broke loose at the Henry Pratt Company, a water valve maker in Aurora.
Officers corresponding over to Prairie for the incident. Aurora said to stage Prairie and Terry. Aurora is requesting all officers to stage at Prairie and Terry.
Then a more ominous call.
Aurora is requesting as many ambulances as possible for an active shooter with many injuries.
The shooter, 45-year-old Gary Martin, who recently lost his job, sources say, returned to his workplace today, armed. The police chief, Kristen Zeman, this evening.
Officers arrived and were fired upon immediately. 2 of the initial 4 officers entering the building were shot. Additional officers began to arrive and were also fired upon. A total of 5 officers were struck by gunfire.
Sources tell CBS 2 the first responding officers were shot approaching the building. One after another, they were shot. One dragged his partner to safety. Sources say 3 officers were shot in the lower body. The 4th officer was hit in the neck.
Damn.
The 5th was hit in his eye with potentially shrapnel. All the officers were transported to hospitals. 2 were airlifted to trauma centers.
This message is for them. Thank you for your selfless act. Thank you for running towards gunfire and putting your lives in danger to protect those inside the business.
At a press conference late this evening,
Thus far in the investigation, we have confirmed that 5 employees were located deceased inside the building. We are in the process of making notification to the victims' families and are unable to release any of their names or identifying information at this time. In the middle of the incident, I looked around and I saw hundreds of uniformed officers ready to assist. I know how quick the response by our officers saved lives today, but we still lost lives today, and it cannot be overstated that those people did not deserve this.
That the police chief this evening, about a half hour ago, during the confrontation, the SWAT team sent in a robot that eventually confirmed Martin dead at the scene. It was initially unclear if he killed himself or was shot by police. Tonight, the chief is saying police shot and neutralized him.
Now, the test of that story is that in part right there.
They neutralize.
Notice how they keep bringing up, they sending robots in.
Yeah.
And I'm telling y'all what's happening, man. And it's unfortunate that people have to lose their lives as a result. Right? But I want y'all to understand that stuff like this, I want y'all to understand how it is made to happen. Oh, Gary wasn't playing no games that day, was he?
Nah, he was out there sharpshooting.
Now, think about this situation. Right. Think about this situation. Now, think about
trained shooter.
You think about Think about, I'm pretty sure he's ex-military. He looked like he got the look. Think about it though, man. Think about what I be talking to y'all about, man. You got Elon Musk, who is the director of the Department of Government Efficiency, the newest department of the U.S. government to be established. Literally, up to this date, it hasn't been officially established because Trump's not all the way in office yet. Right? But Trump and Vivek Ramaswamy is director and co-director, assistant director of the Department of Government Efficiency, where they will determine how the various other departments spend government budgeting, right? Now think about when I talk to y'all concerning Elon Musk, and he's advocating for what he calls universal basic income, coupled with the fact that he owns Tesla, which is making these robots. Think about what happened at situations like this with Gary, who runs up in a place of business and just kills what they telling us 5 people because he got fired. Now we can sit up here and say, well, Gary, man, you know, jobs have policies. And if you give so many occurrences with what happened with Gary, I mean, that's part of, you know, the stipulations you put yourself at when you don't comply with the do's and don'ts of the job. I mean, if you accumulate the number of points, however you do so at your job, to the level to where it will cause you to be terminated, it's kind of on you.
Yeah.
Right? But on the same token, though, you got, and this is why we gotta be fair and balanced over here. Think about it, man. We struggling. We all living check to check, basically. We ain't rich. You know, we all was to go a straight entire month without a salary from our job, we probably would be in a not so great situation. Right? And this is most of us now. Right? So I'm not saying that these companies should have empathy because they by design don't, but this is just the results of when they don't. So understand when I say how this stuff is made to happen. Now think about when I talk to you about violent radicalization.
Yeah.
And I want to remind y'all, man, this is why I tell y'all go read HR 1955. The government plans to eradicate homegrown terrorism, ideologically based violence, and violent radicalization. They want to eradicate it, which means they want to completely do away with it, destroy it, kill it, annihilate it. That's what they want to do to it.
As the video said, neutralize.
Neutralize. And that's a powerful word, neutralize. So I want y'all to pay attention to the language, man. Pay attention to the landscape, what's going on, man. I'm telling y'all, we only got a few years, man. And when this thing gets set into how I'm telling you, man, it's going to be interesting to be live to witness it. I'm gonna just say that. You feel me? Very interesting to be alive to witness it. You know, shout out to my brother XL Pro, always sending me the dope stories, man. You know, just like what is going on with people in the world today, man? Like these stories just get sadder and sadder and sadder. I mean, like, you know, crazy stuff, man. Crazy, man. What's wrong, man? With people. Crazy, man. Sheesh. All right. Let me pull this up on the screen for y'all, man. This is just wild right here, man. You feel me?
Ms. Doe, on count one, you will be held no bond at this time.
The mother accused of starving her 7-year-old son to death will remain in jail for now. 37-year-old Michelle Doe is charged with murder, police say, for failing to feed her son Deontay Atwell, who relied on a breathing tube and a feeding tube since birth. Deontay was found dead last Christmas at the family home on Southwest 11th Street and 18th Avenue in Fort Lauderdale. At the time, he weighed just 7 pounds. In court today, the child's father, Walter Atwell, only had this to say.
This is already a tough situation, and I don't want to make it any tougher.
Atwell saw Doe in person in family court Thursday as a judge granted him custody of their 9-year-old son and Doe's 16-year-old son. The state said both brothers witnessed Deontay's painful decline for months.
Victims, older brothers, a 9-year-old and a 16-year-old that were in the home and present and even sharing the same bedroom and bed with the victim during the course of this prolonged starvation.
Deontay's older brother, Tyreek Irvin, and grandfather, James Graham, are also charged in his death. 2 others, a home health nurse and the owner of the home health care company tasked with caring for Deontay, are accused of defrauding Medicaid in the months leading up to his death. Both remain in jail without bond.
My Lord.
And the judge ordered that the mother is prohibited from speaking with any of her co-defendants or any of the witnesses in this case, which essentially means she can't speak with her children.
Ms. Doe, on count one, you will be held no bond at this time.
The mother accused of starving her 7-year-old son to death will remain in jail for 37.
Man, oh man, my Lord. Yeah, I don't like to report on stuff like this, man, but we got to, man. This is crazy stuff going on in the world, man. You know what I mean? And these kids, man, a lot of these kids is at risk, being under the care of their mothers, man. I'm talking about crazy, wild stuff.
Yeah, man. Gotta protect the kids, man, all costs.
Yeah, that's stories like that really. You understand what I'm saying? They really be like, really wild, to say the least. But on to other stuff, though. All right. On to other news. Oh, my gosh, man. You sports dudes, man. Y'all is just terrible, man.
Say the sports dudes is terrible.
Then some sports dudes is cool, though, man, right? You know what I'm saying? But
it's definitely a fine line.
It's a fine line, though, right?
I know a lot of my homies is cool. Like, what's crazy is I know way more cool dudes that I grew up with that, they still involved with it. But yeah, but I think what's crazy, I think it's gonna be that everywhere though. It's gonna be cornballs everywhere though, right?
Yeah, I mean, But this situation's a little bit different right here though, man. Shout out to the homie O'Shea Duke Jackson.
I think it's because they got more access to the limelight. So, you see a little more like entertainers and shit.
Oh, you've never used samples like this before. This is our
shout out to the homie
everybody.
Duke Jackson.
It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. I want to have a conversation today about Mr. Saquon Barkley. And Saquon Barkley is having, I think, the year that Christian McCaffrey had last year, if not better. He's been hurt a lot. He was in the New York Giants, and then he came over to Philadelphia. I mean, the brother's about to almost hit 2,000 yards. He's leaping over people. He's an excellent receiver out of the backfield. The guy is definitely the truth. He's the truth. He was like that when he went to Penn State, and he's been like that all along. As long as he can just stay healthy, he's a winner, man. He can play. But there's something that a lot of the sisters are sort of upset about, and that is he has a white girlfriend. The white girlfriend is named Anna Kong Dawn. All right? Now, so basically, this all started over a tweet On the Instagram post that both of them were on, somebody wrote, I honestly don't give a damn who a black man dates anymore, but at least pick a white that can do hair. Baby had them braids since the first game. Now, she was also a basketball player at Penn State, and I was basically trying to understand what's going on with other people and how they feel about black men doing this.
Why do it seem like all these black college athletes are only dating white women? Now, I'm going to break down why I think so, and I think it's 3 parts to this. It's going to be kind of long, so if you ain't trying to stay for it, scroll. Now, number 1, let's start with black women. For a majority of black women, when they go to college, it's no nonsense. It's no games. They go in for a STEM degree because they're looking to make money. For a lot of them, they're the first generation of their family, not to mention PWIs. A lot of times they need really, really high grades in these hard majors to maintain their scholarship. Not to mention sometimes you need a job on the side so you can live. Now, athletes, there's a reason it's like 0.0000% of people that become professional athletes. All these college players are trying to become a professional athlete. For you to become that pro player, everything has to be about you. From the time you was a little kid, your dad could have been making some more money, but no, he was training you. Got you trainers. Sometimes AAU teams are made for you. Diet, nutrition, family flying across the country to watch you in AAU games. You're giving free stuff. So anytime somebody's not giving you all the attention, sometimes your brain can make you think that they just don't care about you because you're not used to it. Now, last but not least, white women.
Then there's this lady who drops this information.
Let's address that real quick, man.
I can help the game list out, man.
Hey, man.
I'll make it very easy for y'all, man. And not everybody's going to get this. And it's the reason why not everybody's going to get this. And I'm going to tell you the reason why these guys pick white women a lot. When you grow up in your environment, most guys are only able to get what's in their environment. That's all they see. That's all they know. When you get access, you have different access. You have different privilege. You're able to be around white, black, Latina, Asians, where in your neighborhood, you might only have black chicks. Or in the white dude, because we see a lot of white dudes with black chicks. All they may have had is white girls.
Right.
And so now you get out and you at the parties. Now you got all these women that like you now. You know what I mean? Now you got access. It ain't even, they may not even like you. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you got access. When you go to college, when you go to college, a lot of people, like I know people that literally never saw a black person until they went to college and left their hometown. That I've met, that literally never in their life, they seen you black people on TV, but never met a black person until they actually left their town or wherever they was from. So now you get into the area where now you got access and you see and you meet people. You might have heard certain things, but now you're like, oh, damn. You know, they talking about this shit. She cool as fuck. And a perfect example was my homie, JJ Selinger. You know what I mean? And to see JJ, I remember when he addressed this the other day on social media. And he was like, man, I was chasing my chick for 10 years. And she wouldn't even fuck with me. You know, especially while I was hooping, because you know a lot of chicks is only after cats is hooping. They know what niggas do when they hooping. Like, you know, mostly when you're a professional athlete, you out here getting to it. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And when he got finished and he retired, then but he married to a white woman, and he could have access to any woman that he wants. And like he said, you know, it was a thing. He said, y'all talking about like, I think black, like no, she on my ass like. Anybody else, she don't let me get away with shit. It ain't no privilege or no shit like that. And what's crazy, I see that, man, I see a lot of dumb chicks on all sides. Right. I don't know as many dumb white girls as I know dumb chicks in my culture, I would say. It's crazy because I know more. And a lot of women get paid in every race. So when they try to say, oh, cause white girls is dumb, but we see a lot of chicks do the same thing on the same side. Like it's kind of like the Spider-Man pictures pointing at each other and shit. So all I think, you know, for anybody trying to figure it out is just the access. That's the only difference. And then they find people and you try your best to find who you think are like you for you and not for what you got. And that's really the easiest answer that people gonna get, man.
That's a fact. I couldn't agree more. Now let's get back to the rest of the video. Let's go. Smash that like button.
So the NBA draft just passed and everyone's still.
People, old girl about to say.
wondering about why every single professional athlete seems to have a white girlfriend or a girlfriend who's like super light skin, almost white. So I worked a whole entire year in marketing and sports for professional athletes, but I also live in Miami, so I've met a lot of like professional athletes as well, just because it's Miami. And let me tell you something, when there's a black man, especially a black man who's come from a predominantly like black community, right, and he's about to go into the NFL, NBA draft, whatever the case may be, and they're waving millions of dollars in his face for endorsements, brand deals, sponsorships, whatever the case may be, the brands most of the time wants proximity to whiteness. So that means whatever the brand wants, they're going to get. And especially when you have managers and agents who are like money driven and who know they're going to get that 3 to 5% cut off of that athlete, they're going to encourage the athlete to date a white woman. They're going to encourage that athlete to date women who are very light skinned and also have a very classy persona on social media, because that's what brands are going to pay the most money for. Because a lot of times when you have athletes, especially who come from like predominantly black communities and a lot of times low income communities, and this is kind of like their golden ticket out of the hood, if that makes sense, they're going to do whatever it takes to get that money, especially when there's millions of dollars on the line and they're not used to money. So many black creators, even on here, they come and tell you that they don't make the same as their white counterparts. And even me, as a light-skinned black woman, it's like, I know that I have privilege, but I also know there's my same white counterparts doing the exact same thing, getting paid way more than I am. So imagine a darker skinned creator. So think about it. A lot of these athletes, this is their golden ticket out. This is their golden ticket to the life that they've been dreaming of for them and their family. So if they have to be in a proximity to whiteness to get millions of dollars, they're going to do it. And their agents, their managers, everyone on their team is going to push them towards that. And I'm not saying that those black professional athletes can't like white girls. That might be 100% their type. But if they're given the opportunity to pick between a beautiful white girl and a beautiful black girl, they're going to pick that beautiful white girl because she is going to give them that proximity to whiteness, and then is going to get them paid way more than dating that black girl, because then brands will see them as more marketable because they're closer to whiteness.
So, you know,
niggas are such clowns online, man. So now we see, and the thing I don't like about this is you got a chick on TikTok basically reducing niggas to dummies. Like, niggas can't think for themselves. And we talking about guys that's over here generating millions. Like, all they doing is running up and down on the court. They don't got no control over what they... Like, saying that these niggas is all controlled now. It just makes it's just another way that they try to emasculate men out here, man. And letting women like this talk and try to create the narrative that niggas is just out here getting controlled and ain't got no nuts, and niggas is picking whole relationships and getting married to women because of what somebody else told them to do. Like, niggas is now, they really just reducing niggas as just all out puppets, man. I don't know why they think we just some dumb niggas still, man.
Because niggas is, for the most part, still some dumb niggas.
Not like that, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know professional athletes. I don't know nobody that's ever said no shit like that, where niggas is just out here getting. Now, you could be in a party and be around white girls, all that, but a nigga's choice to, I ain't never heard no nigga say no shit like he chills. I'm sorry, bro. You may have some like relationships made up in like entertainment or some shit like that, but we talking about niggas actually getting married and shit like that. Like that, like we reducing niggas as just being dumb niggas that can't make their own decision. That's some wild shit, man.
I mean,
that's how. Hey, but you know.
No, I mean, I can see how you would look at it like that, right?
It's social media.
At the same time, though, I mean, you know, and she was 100% facts on everything she was saying, though.
I ain't hear one fact. The proximity to white thing might be the best thing she could stick with, but to say that niggas is out here picking their whole relationships over some proximity to white shit, nah. I'm sorry. I've never heard of no nigga say that. That's some things men need to talk about, and I've never heard I've heard a lot of pro athletes talk about why they get with what kind of girls they get with, and I've never heard not one of them say that. That's just me. And I watch these podcasts with niggas talking and why they bust down white chicks or whoever they bust down. And it ain't, hey man, like I said, it's access, bro. When you got access to hit what you want to hit, you hit what you want to hit.
I mean, but you gotta think about it like this too, though, man. Cat Williams did say in that interview with Shannon Sharp that when you reach to a certain level of success, you gotta get a weird face. You gotta get a weird face, light skinned, down there white bra. If not a white bra, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Niggas do like the light skinned girls. I mean, shit.
The
Some that's
big,
a standard of beauty, man.
big companies too. The big companies that get these guys all these endorsements, they're owned by who? So I mean,
well, that's what I said. The entertain. Now I could, like I said, the actresses and actors. Like I have heard some little hookup with relationship with, but I don't know. You don't never really hear those going to like marriage and shit like that though. You might hear niggas have like fake. You know, we see the TV shows where they even.
Oh, nephew.
But I don't know. You know. You know, like Hollywood shit is different.
Link right there, man. My nephew in the building. I'm about to get my nephew on the show, man. My nephew carrying on the you know what I'm saying, the Berry / Meal. You know, we do our thing in this content creating, you know, stuff like that. My man was in 2 movies. You know what I'm talking about? My nephew, he been on the show before plenty of times, man. You know what I'm saying? My nephew stopped through. And this is a beautiful thing, though. Let's finish listening to what OJ talking about, though, man. Because this is crazy right here.
The thing is, you're hearing different estimations as to why a black man like Saquon Barkley it has a white woman and not a black woman. Here's a prominent African-American male athlete. He has 2 kids by this lady. This is his fiance, which he's been having a fiance for 7 years. They've met in college, and that's something that a lot of the sisters have to understand. Let me just talk about this. When I went to a predominantly white institution and graduated from there, were there black women at the school? Sure. You know, we had the black student unions and things like that. And of course, you know, I'm a pro-black, so I stayed, you know, kind of real close to those organizations and things like that. But not every black dude was in black student union. And when you're in class with a lot of Caucasians in general, white women in particular. And if you are a black man in which you've never felt like somebody is trying to compete for you, then all you gotta do is go to a predominantly white institution like University of Colorado, Sacramento State, UC Berkeley, and you will quickly find out, you know, hey, wait a minute, you know, I prefer sisters, but oh, look at this, you know, this is interesting. Look at the white women giving me some opportunity, some.
Ready to join the booming cruise industry? Become an Expedia Cruises franchisee. You'll be part of the Expedia.
And then they're making it a little bit more easy for me to talk to them. Now, when you look at these women that these athletes are choosing, they're not really choosing white women with BBLs, white women with big butts. You know, look at like, you know, Jonathan Majors. The last white woman that he had nothing, which means to me that, you know, it's not a lot of pressure on black women having a big butt or having a big ass or having a big top. That's not really it. What it is basically, what do I need to add to the relationship? And I know people are saying, hey, you know, these black men got to have a white wife. They got to have white women. If they don't, then basically it's going to be all bad, which again, that's left to be seen. I'm not here to believe all that or to even refute it. But I will tell you that, you know, a lot goes in to a woman's attitude. This is not to say that all black men or black women have bad attitudes. I'm not here to say that, but I will say that it makes it easier to deal with a woman who is, hey, not as entitled. Now, that could be white or black, but overall, I get the gist that when these black men are going to these white institutions and universities, that, you know, hey, they're feeling like they're being treated in a way they haven't been treated in the black community, okay? And that could be a lot to our own dysfunction. But this is kind of what it is. I don't even think it's a looks thing. Now, some dudes could like light-skinned women or light white women. I get it. That can happen. But ultimately, that is what dudes are looking at. Men are looking at, in today's world, not so much of how big your booty is, okay? Men are not looking at how big your breast is. I'm talking about for long-term relationships. Now, for booty clap missions, okay. But long-term is, damn, you know, how supportive of a mate is she? I'm going to have problems. She's going to have problems. How supportive is she? And can we build on that? And once you're able to get to that level, that's where we at. You know, that's where we're at. And a lot of times you see sisters having a hard time, being a little bit competitive with that. And this is how a lot of these black men end up getting, they end up getting swooped up, like, hey, they're going to be there cooking and, hey, can we clean for you? Hey, can we do this for you?
I think I'm good now.
Homie from the Commanders, man. What's his name?
Daniels. James Daniels.
Y'all giving that brother all that smoke because he proposed to his white woman of how many years with kids with her and everything, man. And I'm talking about L. I know you probably didn't see the nephew. I know you might have seen it too. They is flame roasting his ass on social media.
They on his head. I heard.
Yeah, but it was a black dude that proposed to. I mean, it was another dude that proposed to the black chick the same day that ain't getting no press hardly.
Well, I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying, man. But it was crazy. It's funny. They brought up the percentage, and they said the percentage was crazy. Is what they show us is that it's a lot of black athletes with white women, but they said the percentage is actually lower than like 20%.
That's the high number though of athletes, black athletes in the NFL.
80% of them married to black women or having black.
I'm not what I'm saying. 20% is. I mean, it's significant though.
No, it's just, bro. You got access, bro.
Yeah.
It's
not
when you look at communities,
to the majority, but 20%.
The only reason, Verge, I'm gonna tell you this. To be 100% honest, bro. The only reason it's not like that, it would be 50-50 across the world if everybody had access to everybody. Most niggas don't have access to be able to go and talk to white girls. Most dudes don't know how to have and that's cool. But what you don't have access to, you can't say that you don't like or do like. And I think that as we see with the way that the schools now are set up, when I look at these homecoming and prom pictures now, what are we seeing? A lot of black dudes with white girls, and damn near 80% of the pictures I see, almost 80% of the cats that I see got a white girl in the picture now. All these pro-black kids and families and parents that we know, all they sons that go to Gahannas and Pickeringtons and Canal Winchester, they all got white girls, all of them.
That's a fact.
So how we gonna debate the facts? That's what they like. They just never. A lot of us didn't.
A lot of factors it's factors that go into that too.
The factor is you got access to it, bro. I'm gonna tell you.
It's more than just the access, though. More than just access. It's not just the access and nothing else. It's a lot of factors. We ain't gonna get into that though. That's a whole nother topic for no other show. Nephew, man, what's good, man?
Man, what's good?
What's your take on this right here, man? Because I know you aware of stuff like this, man.
Hold on. Say that again.
What's your take on the athletes, or not even just athletes, but black guys, period, wifing up the white girls or girls that's not just any girl that's not black? What's your take on that, man?
Oh, I just think that's just self-hate. Niggas just find any excuse to be with the white women. That's what I think.
What if they actually genuinely like white women though?
I don't care.
He said,
I don't care.
So hold on, let me ask you this though, nephew. If had found a white woman that she just was on my program, she under my leadership, she just catering to me, everything I could ever want for, she treat my daughter and whatever, and I'm like, damn nephew, man, she's a woman, she really down for me, ride. So that don't count at that point. That don't mean nothing.
So it's two levels. It's two levels to it.
Right.
So on the first level, like just surface level, I really don't care. It's your life. I ain't living it. So I ain't gonna comment on it for real. But if you was ever asked my opinion, I'd be like, nah, you wild. You shouldn't have did that.
Now, even after all that stuff, I don't
care.
Yeah.
Nah.
This wild.
And I say that
People like
because
that's what I'm saying, Bird. You can't change people's perspective.
I'm not trying to change anybody.
No, he's not trying to change my perspective.
No, I'm just saying you got those you got all people from all different walks of life.
Well, I simply just believe in, all right, our black women are already bad. Why are you trying to take yourself out of the game for them? I mean, I see that we gotta help them be better, and that's it. Unfortunately, I feel like we gotta put up with some BS, some additional BS that we probably shouldn't have to, but we either perpetuating the issue or we fixing the issue is how I see it.
I can, and I agree with you to that to an extent, nephew, because you know what I'm saying. Because if you want better women, you got to be better men, and if you want better men, you got to be better women. So I totally agree, and that don't apply to just being black. Right. But what I will say is this, though, man. When it comes to this situation amongst us, I think it's just a display of how deep the cognitive dissonance is setting us, because on the one hand, we have this situation right here, and like you said, you see a flame roasting homie in social media, right? But then on another hand, right, we have this situation, right? Tap in and walk with us, man. Mm-hmm. On another hand, we got this situation.
I know what I know who you about to put up. You
already know where I'm going with it, L.
Then
on the other hand, we have this situation.
That's what I'm saying. Most of your powerful women, they all mess with white dudes.
Yeah. We have this situation on the other hand, right?
I don't respect that either.
We have Eve, right? Hold on.
Listen.
Eve. Hold on, nephew. Mm-hmm. We got Eve, right? Of Rough Rider fame. She married this Maximilian dude, whoever he is, some rich European dude. Clearly, he come from aristocratic, maybe royal bloodline family. Billionaire, right? She's sitting up here going on The View, just the kikiing and she-sheing and foo-fooing about her $1 billion European older white man and all this crazy stuff. But then we get this photo right here. Got Eve on there looking like the goddamn help. Right? Where's her family? Where don't she got a kid or family, cousins? Where her fam at?
That is wild.
But no smoke for Eve for this though. She gets praise and worship service thrown for her. For girl, you ain't got you that rich white man. Let me tell y'all something about these rich European aristocratic / royal families, man.
You see Meghan Markle back on. She back on the market.
They got a divorce.
Another topic for another day, man.
She back on her shit. Hey man, what's crazy?
Y'all all just champion and paraded her too. Oh, she got the prep, the that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't knock the homies for doing what they do, because the women get praised for doing it. It's the best thing ever. They marry up. That's what they call it now. You know, they marry up. You know, they doing their thing, and you know what? That's why I say, you know.
Damn, G, cuz I just now see you down there, cuz what's good?
Oh no, I just hopped in. What's up with it?
Jeez, in the building.
Was here chopping it and popping it, man. I got L's and my nephew in the building, man.
Oh, y'all talking about the ex stripper? I see.
Eve was dope though, man. Eve had flow though. I gotta get.
No, I ain't gonna lie, Eve. Her first album is a classic. No cap.
It is. I ain't gonna lie. I can't.
That first album is a classic. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Eve was nice,
man. So you said you feel the same way with this situation right here?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But see, when this picture came out, you ain't hear the lambasting the sisterhood, as they're called, as they is for homeboy from the Commanders. They flame roasting his ass on social media, man.
Where's E's family at? I wonder. Where the black people at?
That's what
Like
I'm
when I
Jeez,
seen
we
it,
all wondering that.
Just a couple. Like,
that's what I was wondering when I seen it the other time. Like,
cousins or
damn,
something.
Not even her
where
mama.
the black folk at? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This picture.
Hey, Jeez. Got
Yeah.
Hey, Jeez.
And let's say-
Maximilian got E sitting up there looking like the straight up help.
Man, this
You know,
I ain't gonna lie. This
and
picture,
then,
Can I give you some more water or some shit like that?
yeah, this picture rubbed me the wrong way because that's the first thing I thought. Like, man, where's E's family at? Like, what the? He got all that money. He couldn't fly hard people's in from Philly. Like, what's going on?
Hey, geez, the only like excuse that I could even think of is if they did some shit where like you go to my family's house and I go to your family's house type shit.
Man, the type of money he not going to Philly. He not going to Philly in the hood.
He's definitely not going to Philly. He'll buy Philly before he go to that motherfucker.
Yeah, he not. I'm pretty sure most of her cousins still live in the hood.
Yeah, this picture is wild though. It looked like some scary movie shit. Like just
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shit.
Yeah.
Dude look like he playing that new movie Nosferatu.
I don't even know what that is, but I agree. I don't even know what that is. It just sounds fitting.
Yeah, I've been cooking L all day in the chat, but you know that's a different story for a different day.
Shit, over here making tuna fish and shit. Like this nigga.
But anyway, fish fry. But yeah, my bad. I ain't mean to change the subject, but go ahead.
This is wild. This picture's wild though. It is.
This picture's crazy, right?
But you know what? Like I said, you know, Eve, she must be happy.
Yeah, facts.
Whatever. So, you know, she got $1 billion now, or whatever it may. Like the women say, she married up, whatever. But I don't know, man, because I ain't heard from Eve in a minute though. It's the first time I even seen Eve in a long time. Because Bird, you said she did used to be on The View, right?
Nah, she wasn't. She was a guest on there. I just remember seeing her on there, and she was talking about this guy right here, like he just was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I just don't see it myself personally, but
she ain't been back on The View since, huh?
Stuff like this come out. You know what I'm saying? You look at Eve, man. She's sitting up there looking like the goddamn help, man. He ain't even smiling in this picture, man.
I mean, he definitely snatched her ass up off of them talk shows, and I ain't seen Eve in a couple of years for real. Like,
yeah, she was on tour like last year, but I don't know what happened.
You mean like a rap tour?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't too long ago though.
Okay.
That's wild, man.
And remember, she did do the versus Trina too, though. Remember that too, though.
I don't remember that.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it. I called it at the end. I was kind of mad, but yeah, she did the versus.
Yeah, I would have watched it.
Versus Trina.
That actually ain't a bad one because I do like, you know, I remember when
both. Yeah, Eve probably smoked. Trina ain't got enough of it. Eve, Trina ain't got enough to fuck with Eve.
Yeah.
But now, who was the best female in that era though? Besides Kim, we all know Kim and Foxy. Besides them, was it Trina? Who would y'all give it to? Give me top 5 female MCs of all time to y'all.
I've definitely got to throw Lauryn Hill in there just because she was the coldest, even though she was short-lived. But that short-lived period, she gave us enough for.
Just that one album was enough.
That one, it wasn't even that one album. It was all the shit even before her album. It was
the Fuji shit too.
The Fugees, the freestyle joints that she used to do, like all that shit. She was on fire, bro. She was nice before the Fugees. You know what I mean? So
I respect that.
I give her because she was in the ciphers and shit. So you know, you gonna throw Kim in because they kind of made the sex appeal thing a thing.
Nephew,
I'll
man,
go
what you
with
think about Eve, man? Did you like
Queen
Eve when she was
Latifah.
out back in the day? You remember Eve? She came out when you was around, man.
Who? Me?
Nigga, you.
Oh, he said that era. Queen Latifah ain't in that era. She's the era before.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. No, listen, 2000s and forward. That's it. Anything in the 90s is over.
Okay.
I mean, but Eve's last real album was like 2005. Her last little.
So, geez, for that actual era with Eve,
I was like,
I changed it to top female. I just changed it to top female. Period. Top 5 females. Period.
Cause Rob Digger and Remy gotta be up in there.
Nah, they outside. I wouldn't even put them in my top 10 for real.
But they have bars though, bro. Like when you talk
Yeah,
about,
but I'm talking. But they don't have no. Even though Lauryn Hill got that classic though, but still, I ain't gonna lie. Lauryn Hill's not even in my top 5. I'm just gonna be real.
Yeah. I mean, I get when people say it. I just feel like,
I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not mad at nobody if they say that. Like if you say Lauryn Hill, because that one album beats everybody, every female shit. That album is so much of a like you could throw that on a day though, and then ride with that like for a week straight. You still could ride with that.
That's a fact.
That's like a forever classic album.
Top 5
No
album.
shit though.
It was perfect.
We about to get to some E.N.E. We about to get to some E.N.E. You hear me? Speaking of music, listening to this Palmers and Leagues Volume 2, the Legends Edition. You know what I'm talking about? My brother Fitz the Guarantee, my brother Nauseous the Sick. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna bang this track called Michael Jordan. What you say?
I said put my movies on.
He said put his movies on.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta put the links in there. Yeah, put the
links in the chat, nephew. You more than welcome to.
Yeah,
hey, this joint is named after the greatest. Hey, this joint is named after the greatest basketball player to ever play the game, ever will play the game, and when he dies, he's gonna be known as the greatest to ever do it. Number 4.
I disagree.
He did. Actually, I like to put one of them.
Shout out LeBron James, LeBron James. Shout out LeBron James.
Real boss shit. We ain't playing with you niggas, gotta forfeit. See, we really on the up like a forklift. Niggas really better duck or they getting hit. Fuck that, time's up, nigga, tick, tick. With your boys and we back on our bullshit. With your boys and we back on our bullshit. With your boys and we back on our bullshit. Yeah, real boss shit. We ain't playing with you niggas, gotta forfeit. See, we really on the up like a forklift. Niggas really better duck or they getting hit. Fuck that, time's up, nigga, tick, tick. With your boys and we back on our bullshit. With your boys and we back on our bullshit. With your boys and we back on our bullshit. Yeah.
And this life shit is real. You can't even pause it. Bought a boat just for storage. That's my extra closet. Fake news rappers want a controversy. Whole team lit. Color rush jerseys. Working shorty out. Make her do some burpees. Blood suing me. Let me call attorneys. Grew up in a house of shooters. We like all Currys. Couple M's in my cup like some McFlurries. Mr. Money Goggles. Account lit early. Beat her out they misery. Now they miss sorely. 5th floor house. We just living stories. Notifications full. We just missing orgies. Generational wealth. All before our 40s. I'm a ball till I fall. Man, forget them sore knees. I employ thieves, manage employees, keep them close to the action like some floor seats. 4th album mixed with fentanyl with 4 keys. Going downhill fast like you on 4 skis. Let them know from the jump, can't afford me. Active Secret Service on the app, escorting me.
Real boss shit. We ain't playing with you niggas, gotta forfeit. See, we really on the up like a forklift. Niggas really better duck or they getting hit. Fuck that, time's up, nigga, tick, tick. With your boys and we back on our bullshit. With your boys and we back on our bullshit. With your boys and we back on our bullshit. Yeah, real ball shit. We ain't playing with you niggas, gotta forfeit. See, we really on the up like a forklift. Niggas really better duck or they getting hit. Fuck that, time's up, nigga, tick, tick. Put your boys and we back on our bullshit. Put your boys and we back on our bullshit. Put your boys and we back on our bullshit. Glitch, nigga. Too hot for TV. Niggas be right, or better yet, Stevie. Simply, I'm stating you niggas can see me. All the above. A, B, C, D, E. Checking my boxes, do it discreetly. Cool yellow bird. No, it's not Tweety. Fuck what you heard. This is a clean sweep. Bring out the brooms. My shit is too sweet. Yeah. Drop a can of bitch, we been had the juice daily. My shorty keep a 22 like Deuce Staley. Dirty dancing on you hoes, call me Pat Swayze. Rolling gas, got these bitches going back crazy. My sense of humor, pardon my laugh, but fuck all the rumors. Not on your head about the size of a tumor. Can't trust these niggas, they really be goobers. Straight to the money, my drive like a Uber. Then go catch a flight and end up in Aruba. I'm really this nice, I should be a tutor. E.N.E shit, plus I'm a shooter. Glitch, nigga. Hey, man. It seems like every time we do this, the quality just get better and better, man. E.N.E. Butcher Boys. Sick and glitch. Real ball shit. We ain't playing with you niggas, gotta forfeit. See, we really on the up like a forklift. Niggas really better duck or they getting hit. Fuck that, time's up, nigga, tick, tick. Put your boys and we back on our bullshit. Put your boys and we back on our bullshit. Put your boys and we back on our bullshit. Yeah, real ball shit. We ain't playing with you niggas, gotta forfeit. See, we really on the up like a forklift. Niggas really better duck or they getting hit. Fuck that, time's up, nigga, tick, tick. Put your boys and we back on our bullshit. Put your boys and we back on our bullshit. Put your boys and we back on our bullshit. Yeah.
Who's your favorite battle fragrance?
Myself. If I can really elaborate on why I say myself more so than another athlete, is it because a lot of times I had to battle with myself to keep challenging myself. You know, that to me was why I would say the biggest battle was myself, because when you get to a certain pinnacle, you got to find some ways to keep going out there.
I like it. Taking the best shot today. Here on your social engineering. You did. Yeah. Smash that like button, man. We every day, all day, no days off, that.
Hey, that beat was fire. That nigga Glitch, he owned that track right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's a classic E.N.E banger right there, man.
That nigga said he back on his king shit. Shout out LeBron James.
Back on that bullshit. Yeah,
Shout out LeBron James. Shout out LeBron James.
It's good. I knew you liked that one right there.
LeBron James.
I told him I was supposed to be on that one.
Oh yeah.
A feature on that one.
Shout out Bron, man. Back on that king shit.
Brown the king of Ohio for sure. You know what I mean? Shout out to Brown, man.
Shout out to Brown, man. Pause, man. He was at that party during that playing that naked basketball game. I did that.
Oh man, come on, cut it out, man. Did you see his face? Did you blow it up and see it? Did you know it was him? Like, man, cut it out, man.
Oh.
Hey, jeez.
Wow.
Shit ain't looking good out here with the Diddy parties. But like I said, on the basketball court, Bron's a dude on the real NBA court. I don't know nothing about that other shit, but
I understand though, man. Like, yeah,
on the real court.
I don't even like. How can you even tell that's even him though? Like that is crazy.
Look, I'm not saying nothing about it. I didn't even see it.
I'm just saying that Rack's gonna try to send it to me. Like, man, come on, bro. Like, you gotta cut it out, man.
I haven't seen it. I've heard
you got it
stuff, but all I care about is
Ron gotta relax, man. Pause, man. But for some reason, this is coming up on social media. This right here for some odd reason, man. We all remember. Those of us who know, we all remember when we was watching Rap City, My man Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, aka you feel me?
I remember, cause I remember we was like, hold up, is this nigga like for real? Like we thought this nigga was auditioning for a movie or some shit. Yeah, that nigga was really on that shit.
So you know we boxing cleverly over here in 2025. So I'm gonna play this, show y'all the still image, but I'm gonna play the audio. Let's go.
You know how I go. Yeah, you always have me believe it. You a funny dude, yo. That was alright. That was a good joke. What made you think I'm funny? Because this joke was so funny. You know what I mean? You know what? I look fucking funny to you? Huh? Do I look fucking funny, huh? Do you think I'm a fucking clown? Nah, man, I'm just come on. You think I can go both ways like I go both ways or something? Hell, ain't nothing funny over here. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing funny. You know what I mean? Everything is for real, man. I'm dead serious. Everything is, and I'm gonna tell you something. You better write that smirk up your face. You know? Giving you a couple of seconds. Stay up. Got you, okay?
Can I say something? I'm not gonna lie, man. When you in retrospect, like why I hate when these dudes be trying to push up on cats like him, though. Like, Tigger ain't gonna hurt no flea, man. Like, man, come on, man. Like, I'm not saying Ghost, he's a hoe ass nigga. He ain't none of that. But I'm just saying, like, when you just think about it, I don't even respect him for doing that. Like, why y'all niggas be saying? Y'all don't even saying this to the tough guy niggas though. Y'all be saying it to the niggas that's not gonna fight, and it's on national television. Like,
nah, Ghost used to run up on the other cat too though.
I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's not about that. I'm not questioning gangster. I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that's some that was foul right there. That wasn't even cool though. When you think about it, that wasn't even cool.
Nah, you know, cats like us, we don't respect it, but you know, we all know cats as live wires in the hood is just live wires for no reason to everybody. You know what I mean?
True. That's true. You know, I ain't never. That's a good perspective too.
You know, like bro, you gotta calm down. Like you said, if it like us, we there. Hey, bro, calm down. Like, yeah, I mean, it's Tigger, bro. Come on.
Yeah, like,
come on, bro. Like, yeah, it's Tigger, bro. What you about to beat Tigger up in the basement? Like, you know what I mean? Chill out, bro. Like, we'd tell him, like, because that's the kind of cats we are. But, you know, Ghost probably there with his yes man. Them niggas in the background. Them niggas ain't saying shit to Ghost. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, I ain't gonna purge these. I kind of always feel the same way though. Like, man, this nigga Tigger ain't that. He ain't even that type of guy. Like,
yeah,
you know like, that's what made me think it was like a joke or something at first. Like, oh, you serious?
Man, come on, man, stop it, man.
Like, oh, it's Big Tig, man. Like, he tried to play my nigga like he was the little homeboy from you know what I'm saying, from Goodfellas, man. When he told him to go, you know.
Oh yeah, Nicky.
Yeah, like come on, man. You might as well shot that man in the foot, man. That nigga Tigger was like, Tigger Cole wiped the smile off his face, literally.
Yeah,
he literally wiped the smile off his face. Go watch the video. He literally wiped the smile off his face.
And that's
man, come on, Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost was wild on that one.
Yeah, but like I said, man, I'm not questioning that. I know he'll really see it. I'm not saying he's not tough. I'm not saying that neither though. But that right there, that was not cool at all, man. That was not cool.
And you know,
I mean, they probably got past it too, though. But still, though.
Yeah, because you know,
when you young, you don't think about shit like that.
Bird, you know, Ant, light skinned Ant.
Yeah.
You know, he used to stay down there in Steubenville. And that's where, if you remember watching the Wu-Tang series, that's where everybody relocated when they moved from New York.
Yeah, that's when they was down up there moving guns and shit.
Yeah, so he used to tell us crazy stories about Ghostface back then, and it was crazy because, you know, you ain't know what to believe, but it's like, yo, they always did say Ghost was up there wreaking havoc up there in Steubenville. Like, they say he was a wild cat. To where he had to leave Steubenville, go back to New York, because he did Steubenville, from what I was told. So that's why he had to get the fuck back out of here. Him and RZA, them niggas had to get the fuck back out of here. Came down and caused some shit up in Ohio. But yeah,
Yeah, they was over there moving guns and shit. I remember that shit was on the news and everything.
Yeah, Ghost was just a wild nigga by nature, from what I've heard.
Right. We all know the dudes like Ghostface, man. Wild live wire dudes, you know.
Shout out Ghostface, man.
Now we got to get to this guy Joseph Cartagena.
Yeah, what is all? I'm trying to figure out. I haven't been doing my research, man. Yeah, put me up on game, man. What's all? Why he in the news? Even Cuban Links was saying some shit about it, talking about he hung himself and hip hop is fired him or some type shit. So what's going on with this, man?
Yeah, Fat Joe, Joseph Cartagena has been on this campaign for about a good going on 2-3 years now, spewing this rhetoric about Puerto Ricans helped to create hip hop 50-50 with black folks, right?
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah,
He's
that's
really
true.
been pushing this like real heavy, you know what I mean, to the point to where he goes on Mav Hoffa's podcast and he's talking a lot of crazy shit, calling niggas broke, saying that foundational black Americans is broke. You know what I'm saying? Talking about that Puerto Ricans helped create hip hop 50-50 and, you know, talking stuff about Lord Jamar and, you know, because Lord Jamar calling guys out on if y'all saying Puerto Ricans helped to create hip hop 50-50, then provide the evidence to show where y'all helped create anything. And none of these guys have yet to do that simply because they can't do that. But that's another story. But that's why Fat Joe is getting lambasted, because he basically said, screw all of us, we broke. Right? And I never understood why this dude got a pass anyway. You know what I'm saying? About, like, we did a whole show about a year ago, maybe less, when we was doing the Hip Hop Tuesdays. And we did a show. Fat Joe was on there, and like I said, he's mediocre at best.
Fat Joe was nice.
Yeah, he is. What I was about to say was, when all this was going on too, Hassan Campbell, he had went live, and he had Fat Joe's ghostwriter on there. He was telling all the stories about like how he was writing for him and all type of shit. I didn't even know that. Yeah, it was maybe like last week. It was this week. I was watching it when Hassan Campbell went live. He had because he said R.I.P. the Fat Joe. He's not safe in these YouTube streets. And I was like, huh? So I clicked on it. Yeah, he had Fat Joe's ghostwriter talking about everything, talking about how he played him and all that. He was writing all this shit, ain't giving really no money. Like he was the one writing the rhymes when he was going at the 50 and all that. Like what's love? All that. He wrote all that. We helped write all
that. Video clip right here, this little show.
You know, I tell you, I never really fuck with Twitter, but I go on there and see they always hating on me and shit. And they said they've been like lately talking about Latinos wasn't in rap and this and this. These guys are fucking delusion.
And let me correct you, Joseph. Nobody said Latinos wasn't in rap. We said Latinos did not help to create it in any form or fashion. That's what we're saying.
Wasn't it Grandmaster Flash that did it?
No.
No.
And Kool Herc in them?
No.
And some of them is Latino descent, but nah.
No.
It was
absolutely.
even before.
What I'm saying is who helped create hip hop? Wasn't it Kool Herc, right? And Grandmaster Flash, right?
He contributed, but he's not. No. There's people before him. This is why I suggest that y'all go check out the homie Tariq Nasheed's movie Microphone Check. He break down the whole history in there and interviewing the elders, the OGs, triple OGs, and everything. Right? Tariq Nasheed, Microphone Check. At one point, it was like the #1 documentary on Amazon, but since it was causing so much controversy, they took it off. Right? Let's get back to this dude right here.
We're from the Bronx, New York. Shit happens. And so when hip hop started, it's Latino and black, half and half.
False.
But they going at me because I'm like the only Spanish dude, like really with a big voice. Fuck that. And
Latinos wasn't there. You was invited. You are a specimen. I don't know what the fuck is up with these people that don't know their facts. And so out of nowhere this morning, somebody sent it to Tony Sunshine. He sent it to me. I got a little video I'll post it. And there's only a few Latinos in hip hop. We got the drum beat going, and this talks about Charlie Chase and Ruby D and Whitney Witt and this. These are all, you know, I tell you,
Shut up.
these rumors were made by radical black racists.
Now look at the language this dude is using.
Yeah, he said radical black racist. Wow.
Listen here. Not even debatable, man. This is not up for debate. It's not up for discussion or argument. Nobody helped us create hip hop or any other genres of music that we respond. Nobody helped us, man. When it comes to hip hop,
we created all genres of music. If you want to be real, but go ahead.
Absolutely nobody. Listen, nobody helped us create hip hop, and it damn sure wasn't no Latinos that contributed anything. Nothing from their culture prior to interacting and engaging with us in cities like New York.
And guess who could play hip hop in their music? Guess who made that electric piano that they like so much?
You don't see traces of hip hop in none of the music they parents and grandparents listen to. It's so easy, dispellable that at this point it's disrespectful for real. So that's why I had an attitude toward this. I don't have no respect for people who don't have no respect for me, my people, or our culture. Fuck you. Right? Straight like that. So when it comes to this dude, Joseph Cartagena, get him out of here. He was always been a mediocre, low-level tier rapper anyway.
Yeah, he got a whole ghostwriter.
You know, ghostwriters. So, you know, I just wanted to bring that up there because, you know, man, this is something that's being heavy right now. They're trying to usurp our culture from us, man. We got to defend it at all costs. And then you got niggas like this dude right here, man, which was actually at one point in time was my favorite one out the group.
Man, but what else is new, man? What else is new about them still want to take credit for shit that we done created? Like, what else is new?
Yeah.
Are you shocked?
The homie, no, I ain't shocked. I'm just, you know, we just ain't going. That's all. We ain't.
Oh,
we
yeah.
ain't going
So what was up with my nigga Sadat X, man? What he say?
Okay, Sadat X, you know, because Lord Jamar been going 10 toes down defending the culture, man. And I'm doing a show tomorrow too, man.
Hey, shout out to Sadat
New
X,
York
man.
niggas,
He
man.
be in the city too.
So with you New York niggas, man. You New York niggas, man. You New York niggas dropped the ball, man. Y'all supposed to be. I don't hear no New York niggas saying nothing about this. Y'all just like letting letting this dude Fat Joe just dispute this straight ignorance out of his mouth. I don't hear none of y'all niggas like whoa. I think that's crazy.
Man, Fat Joe was around for a lot of shit though, bro.
Yeah, but he's not a legend, and he didn't help create nothing.
He's definitely a legend.
Nothing.
He's
not a legend at all. Name one legendary song by Fat Joe.
Bro, Fat Joe has a whole catalog.
I said,
he literally had
he
got songs. What we ain't gonna do is disrespect Fat Joe's
one
catalog.
Fat Joe song of him.
Fat Joe still actually is relevant.
Nobody else on it.
That nigga
all
just
the way
dropped
up.
a hot ass album like last year. His album last year was fire as fuck.
Now he just dropped it like two, 3 months ago.
Like 2 years
He
ago.
just dropped it.
Dre album.
That don't got a black motherfucker featured.
All I'm gonna say is I'm 27 and I don't know not a single Fat Joe song. So if he relevant, maybe it's for an older generation, but he is not relevant.
Not relevant, man.
He's still dropping shit that's getting played on the radio. Like
so you don't know all the way up. Nothing can stop me. It's all the way up.
Niggas know all the way, bro. Niggas know Fat Joe. They
That's
might not know.
That song is 10 years old.
But you know that song though, right?
It's 10
That's
years
him and
old.
Remy though. That's not
But
him.
you just said you don't know a song though, but you know that song though, right?
I know that song. Yeah, that's one song.
Okay, then. But you said you didn't know
That
not
makes him
one,
a
so I just
legend?
named you one.
That make him a legend off of one song?
No, I'm saying I'm saying that for you, because you're only 27.
Yeah. So that's
the only song I can think that you would know. That's why I said that.
What I'm saying is, if that's the only song that I would know by him,
Lean
that
Back,
does not
don't
make
you?
him a legend.
You know Lean Back.
Yeah, you do know Lean Back.
Once again,
and Lean Back is about 20 years old. Lean Back was we was dancing to that in our club. That's what I'm saying.
Like when I think of Fat Joe, I think of I only know a couple of Fat Joe songs for real.
But
yeah, he's usually featured.
And Rack, you can't deny Lean Back is an anthem, bro. That shit going off in the club, nigga. You leaning back.
Yeah, but it's an anthem because
but it don't go off in the club though.
Fat Joe.
Yeah, probably not for your age group, but I'm just saying, I'm talking about for us.
I'm talking about period. You don't remember that song because of Fat Joe?
Yes, you do. The memorable line was when he took the shot at Jay-Z when he said, "I ain't gonna talk about the record." That was the #1 line in the song.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Matter of
Really
fact,
wasn't on that song would be non-existent.
I mean, because it was in the height of the Jay-Z beef, so that's what made the song.
If Remy was not on that song, we would not be talking about it.
Nah, I doubt that. That beat go crazy, man. I doubt that.
Beat go crazy, man. And
that beat go crazy, man. I don't know, man.
What's love?
I'm not gonna sit here in front like Joe ain't got no hits, dog. That I'm not about to do, though. I'm not sorry. I'm not about to do that.
He got hella hits. He ain't got no hits by himself, though.
John Blaze is one of the dopest songs ever put together.
I would never he need a statue. He don't need
Yeah.
Ain't no
Hold up. Reverse. John Blaze is definitely one of the best songs put together.
Look at who else on that song, though.
Fat Joe was that nigga, though, bro. He
Look
was on
all
Twins.
on the song, though, L.
Now, Els, I'm not gonna say he was that nigga because he didn't go gold until Don Cartagena.
Don Cartagena was fire.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah, that album's classic. I'm not gonna lie. He got 2 classic albums. He got that. He got Jose and that Don Cartagena. Those 2 albums is albums classic. I'm not gonna hold you.
And that was
name was listen.
The Terror Squad album was fire.
Listen here, that Terror Squad album was trash. Stop it.
Yeah, that was trash. I ain't gonna lie.
They had some dope joints on there. We played that.
Terror Squad album was.
You know what? Maybe I need to educate myself on crack. But
this is the question I got for you, L. Name one song that is a hit song by Fat Joe of him by himself with no features.
Huh?
One.
What was that? My fault. Your shit cut out. What'd you say?
I said name one song from Fat Joe that was a hit song, popular song that had no features.
Like not even nobody singing on the hook, nothing.
A song by Fat Joe and Fat Joe with no features. Name it.
That's a good one.
We played it. We actually played it on the show. It's the one on
man, he ain't got one.
It was on
I gotta go back and do my research, man, because I don't be
talking about
like that.
We did the whole show, G. See, you gotta remember, G's. We did the whole show, and we did the Flip Mode versus Terror Squad. And let me tell you, bro, I brought
the only song you could play that's Fat Joe by
nigga. I was out there cooking niggas in that battle, huh?
And he didn't even write Flojo.
Flojo was fire.
The truth of the matter is, Fat Joe is a low-level, bottom-tier, very mediocre MC.
That's true. I'll give you that. I give you that.
Listen here. He definitely ain't more important or got more juice or is nicer lyrically than Lord Jamar.
Facts.
We're not going to act like Fat Joe is nice ass Lord Jamar. He's definitely not nice, sir.
But Fat Joe's a nigga that he makes hits though. He does have hits. He's a hit maker.
Yeah, he made hits with other artists. Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it 100. Fat Joe had the best album in December.
He
over Kendrick,
did,
over all them niggas, over the Dr. Dre and Snoop.
I didn't even know
Dr. Dre and Snoop.
Album out.
If you didn't listen to it,
I haven't heard it yet.
I'm telling you, I heard
Well, it ain't
Kendrick.
better than that
I
Snoop,
heard
though.
the
I know
Dr.
that.
Dre and
Name
Snoop.
right there.
Everybody is talking about the Dr. Dre and Snoop. I listened to the Fat Joe is killing all them niggas, bro. Fat Joe
I'm
got
gonna
his
get back
album
with you on that.
fire,
I'm gonna get back with you. I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow. I'm gonna get back with you on that.
I didn't even know Fat Joe had a new album out.
Nigga,
Yeah, Redman got Muddy Waters 2 is out too. Redman got new album out.
Hey, I like the Muddy
I'm gonna do a
Waters
show
too.
on
Muddy
that Muddy
Waters
Waters
is fire
too,
too. But Fat Joe got
No,
the best all
no,
around.
man, that's nasty. Put that down.
I seriously doubt if Fat Joe has the best album out.
Me too.
You can doubt it, but I listen to
I
all
just
that.
will not accept that. I ain't heard one track, and I seriously doubt that.
That's cool. But I listen to all that, and I'm a very well respected hip hop head. And I'm gonna tell you that shit.
Court, you know it, Court. Fat Joe, listen, Fat Joe sucks.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Court,
just say
no. Oh, Court, this is one of me and Court's favorite artists from back in the day. So you definitely not gonna get Court on this. We already went through this when we did the last show.
Yeah,
You lost that.
Court, hey, Court, you Court, get your ass up on this panel and you name one song by
you
Joe
definitely not going. Me and
without
Court,
one of us on it.
Now you know me and Court. Hey, you know me and Court got very similar hip hop taste, so you definitely not.
That don't mean shit. That don't mean this nigga ain't trash.
Nah, I ain't saying that, but
Man, he's not trash, though. He's not trash, though, man. I'm not gonna say that about Joe, man. Joe's not trash, man.
Joe is mid.
He been in the game for almost 40 years. You can't be trash.
Joe is not trash, man.
He been in the game for as long as he had riding on the coattails of us.
Nah, right now his last 2 albums he done dropped by
Actually,
himself.
he is trash. He's
His
trash.
last 2 albums probably have massive features of us on there.
Nah, this album didn't have nobody.
So Fat Joe dropped the album of all Fat Joe, and of course he did. He had to because I ain't heard not one song of it.
What is Cool and Dre? Cool and Dre ain't. What is
They producers. They producers.
But one of them was rapping on it. I know they producers, but one of them, it was either Cool or Dre. One of them was rapping on the album. The shit was fire. They had like 3 fucking joints that was playing on the radio all summer for like 2 years, 2-3 years.
From Fat Joe?
Yes.
What songs is these songs? Name one.
It was just on the Cool and Dre
Name
album, bro.
one. Name it. What's
I'm
the
not gonna
name
play
of
it for you. Matter of fact.
Don't play it for me. Just tell me the name. I don't want to hear that shit. What's the name of it?
Out of Control with Remy Ma.
See what I'm saying? And I ain't heard that. Don't play it. Don't want to hear it.
They had a bunch of shit on that album. They had like 4 shits that got played on the radio on that. So Excited got played.
If you talking
So
about
Excited. Now that was
if
just
you
Fat
talking
Joe.
about some new
I'm
shit,
just
bro.
telling
You talking about that old album that came out a couple years ago, that Plato shit.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just telling you what I know. I listen
old.
to the radio, and if you get shit on the radio, that means
I
it's
listen to
still
the radio at work, and I ain't heard one song from Fat Joe in there, except if I listen to Big Boy and he digging his bag and he play that lean
So
back.
you never heard So Excited?
No, by Fat Joe.
So you don't listen to the radio then, Bird?
I listen to the radio all day at work. That's
Then
what I
you would
listen
have
to. I
to
listen
hear
to the
that.
radio.
That was one of them songs that they played so much you would be like, "Fuck, why are y'all playing this every fucking hour?"
Yeah, I listen to the radio all day at work. That's what we allowed to
Then
listen
you wouldn't
to.
know it if you heard it.
107.5, 106.7, 107.5.
Them niggas
and
played the fuck out of that
105.3.
song, bro.
I've never heard this song called So Excited.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm about to head up out of here. Thank you for
All
having
right,
me.
nephew, man. You know you can tap in anytime, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey,
Yes,
we're gonna have
sir.
to get together, nephew, so you come up and we're gonna do a show, you know what I'm saying, about the movies you was in and all that.
All right.
I'ma
We about
get
to get
with you,
started.
man.
We about to get started shooting on some more. I think in the next month. So.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Well, we're gonna. Hey, I'm gonna get with you, man. We're gonna have you come on the show and talk about it, man.
All right, bet.
All right, nephew, man. I love you, man.
Love you too, Unc.
All right.
All right.
Shout out to my nephew Marwan, man. That's my oldest brother. Rest of the essence. That's his second.
We gotta make sure we get the
Yes,
list
his
posted.
second oldest son, man. One second or third, one of the two.
I forgot about Yes with Cardi B and Emmanuel.
But nah, listen, Sadat X, basically, you know what I'm saying? Let me play y'all the video of this nigga Sadat X, man. This nigga Sadat, man.
Hey, why we gotta pause while Verge bringing that up? Shout out to Jimmy Butler, man. Shout out to Jimmy Butler.
Speak on this part of the situation. As far as this thing, why I'm not speaking on this Jamal Joe situation, Jamal gonna do what he do. You know, I know it, he know it, y'all know it. As for the Joe situation, ask yourself, would you say that some of the stuff that you writing if he was standing next to you? If you can't say it next to him, why write it? This is the last time I'm gonna speak on this part.
Now he's saying that into reference to Lord Jamar speaking about Fat Joe.
Okay.
Nobody.
what was wrong with what he said?
You can't say this shit.
Jamar?
Yeah, you can't say
He
this
just
shit.
said he's gonna let Jamar he don't have no comment on it. He's gonna let him be what he be. Like, I'm not gonna
he said he ain't got no comment, but then he said, ask yourself if you were sitting next to Fat Joe speaking about Lord Jamar. Yeah. Would you say what you say if he was sitting right next to you?
I mean, that's some real shit.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Yeah,
a lot of niggas.
What's wrong with that?
A lot of niggas.
What I'm saying is this. Now I don't know the relationship between Sadat X and Lord Jamar. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that, so I'm not speaking on that. I'm not conjuring. I'm just saying this from an outside looking in perspective, right? You know, I'm taking that as him saying, like he's trying to basically make it seem like Lord Jamar on some soft shit or something, man. And that might not necessarily be what he's saying. I can understand where y'all coming from. Like, what he's saying. I mean, I don't know if Lord Jamar would or wouldn't, but I know for somebody like Sadat X to say that would make me look at him crazy. Like, that's your man's in them, though, allegedly.
I get that. I get that.
I don't know their relationship today, so I don't know. Maybe that's not his man's no more. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
what I will say,
with each other. That would be equivalent to somebody asking one of y'all concerning me. I said something I said, and one of y'all say some shit like, I mean, talking about me, like basically saying, Verge, if he was standing next to you, would you have said that to him? Right?
Yeah. Well,
I would probably say that to you to your face, but I get what you're saying. I wouldn't say that publicly. I would say that to your face.
Walking this earth, who I won't say shit to their face to. I don't give a fuck who they are.
Right. But this what I will say is that, Verge, I don't know that many New York niggas. Even though I stayed in New York, I don't know a bunch of New York niggas. Like, I only know a small percentage. And one of the people I know is Julie's brother.
Who are the kids?
He was the nigga who was plugged in the city. And he used to tell stories. The only rap nigga that he ever talked about was Fat Joe. I guess they grew up. They was in the same era. So they really knew each other and had, like, some real street beef and type shit. Just knowing that, like, I know what kind of nigga her brother is and how he operate. I know what kind of time Joe was most likely on if he had any type of interaction with a dude like her brother. So just kind of hearing them stories, and then we know what we've always heard about how the niggas operated back in the day.
Yeah, I don't think. Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't think we questioning Joe's gangster here.
Yeah,
ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah, Fat Joe was a different. He was a real street nigga though, bro. He wasn't like a lot of like.
Yeah, but we just talking about what he said though. That's the whole premise of the conversation though.
Yeah, but that's the whole premise. Is that a lot of niggas don't fuck with Fat Joe like that.
That shit don't hold no weight out. I don't give a damn what the fuck.
Yeah, but a lot of niggas don't fuck. Don't say that shit in some niggas' faces.
Yeah, but it's a lot of niggas. It's a lot of niggas who've been saying the same stuff about Joe who ain't barring none of that shit though. So that's why I say what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that's all true, but just like it's some niggas who stood up there and be like, it's some niggas that like me that don't give a fuck about Joe being from the streets. What the fuck he did? That shit don't mean nothing.
Well, that's why really ain't nobody else saying nothing to Fat Joe except for Lord Jamal.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about you New York niggas, man.
That's every nigga though, Verge.
I ain't know every nigga, man. It's just you New York niggas, man. You New York niggas is sitting up here letting this nigga Fat Joe say this shit like it's true, and y'all ain't defending that shit.
She gonna bite you. Stop.
That's where y'all dropping the ball at. That's just my opinion. I know, and this ain't no shots at New York. I know a lot of thorough ass niggas from here. Some of my closest homies I've been knowing for years is from New York, been messing around down here in my city. You hear me? So this ain't that. I know some very thorough brothers from New York, all over 5 boroughs and surrounding area, even upstate as well. I was locked up with one of my closest homies that I got cool in the joint was from fucking Syracuse. So you know what I'm saying? This ain't that, but as you New York City niggas concerning this creation of hip hop, since y'all want to lay claim to it, y'all done let these Latino dudes be close proximity and them give them so much leeway. They think that they actually had a hand in creating it and got the nerve to tell us, because we ain't from New York, we can't speak on it, or we ain't qualified to speak on it.
Nah, he did say that.
From New York gonna tell me I ain't qualified to speak on hip hop. Gut Hill Road in motherfucking Bronx, nigga. I'm gonna dare say I know more about hip hop than you niggas that's from fucking New York. We're gonna do a show on that too tomorrow. You New York ass niggas, man.
Yeah. But shout out to Sadat X, man.
Shout out to Sadat, though, man. But you know what?
He be in the city a lot.
When you said the stuff you said, Sadat, man, when you basically said you don't give a fuck, nigga, I took that as you said you don't give a fuck about hip hop or its origin, nigga. That's how I'm taking it.
Sadat got Columbus ties.
Yeah, they was out when they did the show. When they was doing the little show, they did a show downtown. I was there.
Yeah, he got fan. He like beating Columbus all the time on the low.
I mean, like I said, Sadat was my favorite member out of Grand Nubian personally.
Oh, me too. By far, it wasn't even like by far. Sadat was my favorite. That wasn't even.
But I'm gonna keep it 100 when I like listen. I'm about to play the video. I'm looking at Sadat like, hold on, what you mean? You don't give a fuck? Nigga, what you mean?
No.
That's how I took it. You don't give a fuck. All right, you don't give a fuck about hip hop, nigga.
I think he don't give a fuck about the situation.
Nah, nigga, fuck that. You ain't gonna blanket that shit with me, nigga. I read through the lines, nigga. I'm from the turf, nigga. That nigga, I don't give a fuck. Nah, nigga, you don't give a fuck about that. That's what you saying. You don't give a fuck about hip hop, because that's what we talking about. Ain't like we talking about the bullshit. We talking about the origins and creators of hip hop, us. I would like to think that a nigga like Sadat X would be 10 toes down defending that. And the fact that he ain't, that got me kind of like.
So when Sadat X, we on the foundation.
Oh, no, that's not the video.
Now it all makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He feels some way because he feel that way though. Can't knock his how he feel about the situation though, man. He got more inside, you know.
So what?
I feel like, you know, he know what he know, but at the same time, that's how he feel though, you know. Sadat, what is he though? Because he from a different descent too, ain't he?
That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of what I'm saying. Like this nigga Sadat is he ain't really fully FBA. And maybe that's why he don't give a fuck.
Nah, he a nigga. He born and bred in New York. Rather he come from a different culture or not, but he's still born and bred in New York. He's still a New York nigga.
Yeah, I mean that's all day, every day. Yeah.
It's a lot of niggas who ain't though, man. Yeah, we gonna get to all of that tomorrow though, man. With you New York ass niggas. So you know what I'm saying, son? Word to my mother, B. Word to Burger.
Nigga.
From
Man,
New
I don't
York.
be saying that.
Y'all niggas ain't from New York, man. Y'all niggas can't speak on hip hop. Y'all not from New York, son. That's how y'all New York niggas be though, for real, man.
Man, you talking all that shit with a Wu-Tang shirt on, nigga. Shut up.
I mean, with Wu-Tang and listen, and I'm gonna address all of this
No,
tomorrow.
I'm fucking with because I'm fucking with your fucking.
I can't
wait. It was a joke, man. It was a joke.
Even all you niggas.
Tuesday, I'm cooking.
Y'all letting this shit slide, man. We gotta put the fire to y'all's ass, man. Y'all supposed to be defending that shit 10 toes down.
You know, I think when the Puerto Ricans say that they feel like they got steak, because I think they talking, because when we talk hip hop, see, I think we got to put more context in what people talking about. Are they talking about the rap part, the graffiti part, or are they talking about
it's 4 elements or 5 elements?
Yeah, because it's different elements. So what part of you like? Because people, I think when they say hip hop, they think just the rap.
Man, when niggas talk about hip hop,
rap is only one element.
Talking about the music, man.
Yeah, but
the
that's
main
that's
aspect
rap.
of hip hop.
That's right.
But like El said though, hold on, because if you hold on, you just said that you a real hip hop head. If you're a real hip hop head, you know it's 5 elements of hip hop. So like L's right. What element are you talking about? Because it's different levels.
Stop, man. Stop.
When you talk about dancing, you talk about breakdancing, you talk about
we all grew up around the same time. We know that there are 5 elements of hip hop, but we also know that music is the main thing of hip hop. Those other 4 elements are not even existent to this day. They don't even matter. They don't hold.
Okay, so if that's the case, then it has to come with you talking about the music then.
And that's where you differ from a real New Yorker, because a real New Yorker, they feel like graffiti and breakdancing is higher than rap.
Fact. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that.
I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. New Yorkers feel like graffiti and they feel like that came before the rap.
It's not, though. It's not. That's not what
they said. That to them,
music is the main thing in hip hop.
But that came before the rap, and that's what I think they feel, because the graffiti was before the dance. The dance came, the break dance.
Graffiti is in other genres of music too, though. It's not exclusive to just hip hop.
It is though. It's one of the elements. What are you talking about? It's one of the elements.
As El just said, graffiti was around before hip hop even was formed.
No, graffiti is a part of hip hop. That's what they adopted. But graffiti is hip hop, though, bro. That's what they. If you go to New York, that's what they're gonna tell you, bro. They're gonna include graffiti.
I've been to New York plenty of times, man. I've been to New York.
I mean, but
okay, so hold on. Let's name the 5 elements of hip hop. Then is DJing.
It's irrelevant. It really is, because the other 4 is like non-existent. Like for real, seriously.
But they all came before the rap, though, bro. So you have to understand that
the most important and most influential aspect of hip hop is the music. Flat out, that's what we're talking about.
But some people would say dance is, though.
Some people are so insignificant, they're irrelevant. We're not going to talk about it because it don't matter. We're talking about the overwhelmingly mass majority of hip hop, which is the music. Right? Flat out. It's not even up for debate.
But you can't it ain't. We're not
talking about the music.
That, that's not a debate.
Music is what matters. Who does breakdancing?
Look, Court. Hey, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. It's nothing to hear. It wasn't even no niggas in the Olympics doing fucking breakdancing.
But it's still breakdancing, though, bro. It's part of the.
Yeah, but it's irrelevant now. We don't do it. Listen, it's not popping because we don't do it.
But that don't mean it ain't. But you see,
that's true. You got a point with that one.
Influence it to get because of our culture.
You made it to the Olympics. We know all this. We're talking present day.
Court's in the lobby. He said, "Let him in."
Present day, nobody is doing. None of us are doing breakdancing, so breakdancers ain't popping. None of us.
I know niggas that can break
doing graffiti, so graffiti ain't popping.
I know niggas that hit you with some breakdance moves right now.
This guy L's is ridiculous, man. What niggas?
I can't do it. Hey, Rick O used to break out the cardboard.
The main part of hip hop is the music.
Rick O had moves back in the day.
The main part, the main part of hip hop.
I wasn't a dancer, bro.
Is the music, and that's what we're talking about. People are saying that they have 50-50 hand in creating hip hop culture as a whole, specifically, namely the music.
Yeah, the music is definitely the main part. I think people just stop. The other elements just don't really. They kind of faded out over time. People don't really do it. You know,
bro, we stopped breakdancing in like 78, 79. And that's when you Latino niggas picked it up.
The Latino niggas was out there doing that. I can't do that shit. I ain't no dancing.
But I said breakdancing, but that died in like 88, 89.
Yeah,
In the 80s.
It was definitely the 80s.
No, it was the late 70s, early 80s.
No, man. Breaking came out in the 80s, dude. What are you talking about?
I would say late 80s.
Breaking came out in the 80s, bro.
Do your research, G's.
So Breaking came out in the 70s?
What year did the movie Breaking come out?
Man, Breaking came out in the 80s. 1 and 2.
What year did it come out, Jeezy?
You said what?
What year did it come out?
When did Breaking come out?
Like 83, between 83 and 86.
Okay, so listen, this is what I'm saying. By the time Breaking came out, breakdancing was already faded out.
1984.
That's what I said, between 83 and 85, 86. Both of them.
What I'm telling you, Jeezy, at that point, breakdancing, niggas in the hood wasn't doing that shit no more.
Nigga, but you gotta think, we didn't grow up in the 80s, nigga. We grew up in the 90s.
We don't have to grow up in the 80s to know this history, though. What I'm saying is, by the time it got popular mainstream, niggas wasn't even doing it no more. Listen. That's when the Latinos picked it up, and them being close proximity to white.
They was breaking in that. They was breaking in that
earlier.
You know, that's my favorite movie. That's one of my favorite movies. That was 85.
That's when it became corporately funded.
Nah,
hold on, but you gotta think though. Hold on, but when you think about it though, when you flash back and think, it's a lot of breaking going on in the early 2000 videos too. Specifically,
it's going to be there. But what I'm saying though, it's not the most important or prevalent part of hip hop. When you think hip hop, the first thing that comes to your mind ain't no damn nigga spinning on his head.
I mean, that depends on who you asking.
And that's what I'm trying to say, man. When
that depends on who you asking.
Old school nigga, see us. You got to think we're still like second, third generation hip hop niggas.
Yeah, like
we're not like first generation niggas, bro. Like it
was
like
we're second and third. Like he said, that's the fact.
Really. Like you got to think it was
when you listen to the first generation OGs talk, what do they all say?
They say breaking and
the song evidence. That's what they say.
That's not what they say.
Breaking, dancing, and DJing was the first three that they're going to say. If you ask that,
they'll say that, but what I'm saying is they're going to say that that's not. They're going to say that. What they're going to say is that, and they said it on the documentary. If y'all go watch it, they said that breaking, dancing is definitely a part of the hip hop culture. But as far as amongst us FBAs who created it, it was a fad that kind of faded out late 70s, early 80s. We weren't really doing it anymore for real. That's why it wasn't cool. But it got corporately corporately funded because Latinos, close proximity to white being lights, most of them.
You talking about crazy legs. That's what you talking about. You talking about crazy legs.
And what's the other one? Beach Street and shit like that.
You talking about crazy legs.
Yeah, with his lion ass.
But do you remember that one the one show where they had like the Jabberwockies and all that shit, where they used to do the dancing and shit?
Actually, that's actually breaking too, cuz he's right. That's breaking.
They brought the shit back quick second, bro. They did
Jabberwockies single-handedly.
That's breaking
in the light again.
Yeah, they brought the shit back to the light, and the only reason that it went out the light is because niggas got caught up in that scandal shit. That's the only reason that show got canceled, because that shit was fire. And we watch that shit like America's Got Talent and all that shit. And if you think about it, if you watch America's Got Talent, they always have breakdance. They got niggas on there that be breakdancing and shit.
Right.
It's still relevant. Niggas still love dancing. Dancing is never gonna go away because it's just an art form.
Yeah, but it's never going to be equivalent to the music.
I don't know, man. It's hard for me to say that. When it comes to
the music, it's like non-existent.
I can't say that.
We're talking present time, yes. Present time, yes. It doesn't matter.
Even back then, even back in the day, it never surpassed the music.
That's what we say, bro. That's what we say.
Again, Rice, we didn't grow up in the 80s, so we cannot say that.
Yes, we can say that, man. We can absolutely say that.
It wasn't. We ain't
Hey,
grow up in the 80s, bro.
hey, I just looked up something. I don't know if niggas know this, bro. The motherfucking breakdancing about to be in the Olympics.
It already
It
was.
just was an Olympics.
It was
Oh,
just an
yeah, so
Olympics.
shit.
That's what I'm
That shit was
saying.
terrible.
That means it ain't dead.
I never said it was dead. I said it's
Shit.
not prevalent or
It is.
prominent,
It's gotta
or
be
it's not the
prevalent.
main thing or aspect of
very
hip hop
prevalent,
music
bro.
is. That's all I'm saying.
You don't make the Olympics without it being a
Yeah,
headline topic.
but listen what happened with the Olympics though. That
It was
shit
trash.
sucked.
Yeah.
It did suck. It was trash.
You wanna know why it sucked?
Old girl from Australia. Old girl from Australia, she fucked that shit up. She made that shit look bad.
Y'all want to know why it sucked?
It was
We
trash.
ain't doing it because we not in there.
We
We
was
not
in there. And when we had an American nigga in there, he was actually cool, but he didn't win. I watched this shit. He didn't win. He got cut up by some white dude. The niggas who actually won was actually good. Like it was like some Asian cats and shit like that. The Asian cats done took that over now. That like it went from the blacks and Latino. The Asian niggas is them niggas. They do
them Asians, they some real hip hop heads.
Yeah, you don't want to ever get no dance battle with no Asian nigga ever in life. Like,
Those niggas is good at breakdancing don't mean they hip hop.
The Asian niggas took that shit over, bro. Like them niggas is nice with that shit, bro.
It's kind of like we did it, and now we don't want it no more, man.
Bro, the Asian nigga literally did like a spinning joint on his hair for like a whole minute, bro. Nigga was just
What's your take on Fat Joe, man? I want to hear what you got to say about this culture vulture ass nigga.
Verge hates. He hates.
I don't hate Fat Joe. This is what I used to like Fat Joe, but when I start hearing all this stuff about him, he started letting me know how he really think what he feel and shit. Fuck that nigga.
I like
that. I mean, I think Fat Joe's a legend still. Like in my opinion, I think he's a legend.
Why? How?
I mean, he's been around for decades. He almost in that Busta Rhymes bracket.
Busta Rhymes too, legendary status.
Well, Bird, you don't like anybody, my nigga, but that's
I
different.
love everybody. I don't like fuck niggas when they do fuck shit, man. Trying to act like they a real nigga.
Why they ain't shit, nigga?
That's what I don't like.
The rap game is cooked then.
That's why I don't listen to a lot of these niggas.
Yeah. But now to answer your question though, I mean, Fat Joe is definitely still a legend though. Like whether you like him or not, because he's like I said, he stood the test of time. He done been through multiple different levels of music. He knows how to reinvent himself and stay relevant. Okay. And shit, he done been on the radio spin. Some niggas we done listen to some niggas who never been on the radio that we still throw in. Fat Joe know how to make himself. Say what you want. He done reinvent himself on the podcasting, on the, you know what I'm saying? Fat Joe is absolutely a hip hop legend. He's in the hip hop like hierarchy, you know what I'm saying? Now he might not be the most lyrical, or he might not have like classic verses all through like some of your favorite rappers, but he definitely got some heaters though, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I think Big Pun was more special, obviously, like on a lyrical side, like as a rapper. But Fat Joe just always was like, he just gave you like authentic. I felt like his music was always authentic. Like I always felt like you listen to Fat Joe, you're not really getting no gimmick type music. Even when he got successful with the commercial stuff, it wasn't never too like far. It was just it
wasn't too poppy. It wasn't too poppy.
He was on some LL Cool J shit for real. He started all the love songs and shit. He just reinvented it. So he went from gangster Fat Joe to he's married.
What's love got to do? Got to do
all that stuff, and I respect that. And I will even agree as far as business being relevant. I wouldn't say that makes him a legend, but that makes him a good business to some extent, and I respect that. Not a legend at all. But listen to everything y'all just said. Listen to everything.
ain't going, man. Wax ain't going.
Walk with me, man.
I'm walking.
All that stuff y'all said is true. Think about every song y'all just named. When this guy's career was almost of rap, who did he have to come to reinvent
Irv Gotti and Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Who did he have to come? Who did he have to depend on musically?
Irv Gotti and Ja Rule.
DJ Khaled was a big part too.
J-Lo. But
and
he
going south, he started adapting to the South.
Oh, and Scott Storch. Scott Storch saved him too. But then again, that goes to court saying he found a way. He reinvented himself. That goes back to court's point. He found a way.
Fat Joe definitely one of the people that find a way. Like,
yeah, he ain't no damn. He definitely.
Bro, you don't make it
no
30
legend
years in the game and not be a legend.
You gotta cut it out, man. Yeah, you pushing them, man. You gotta allow it, man.
Culture, nigga.
Think about all the niggas we just talked about before that we call legends, and these niggas that was only on like a 10-year, 5-year, maybe 3-year run. This nigga, like, he literally, bro, when I say he's gonna have a song on the radio off of this album that he just dropped, and he just was on the radio. He had that Yes shit with Annuel and Cardi B, bro. He had like I told you, he had like 4 songs on the radio off it. The album was cool.
Legendary status revoked.
Hey, what y'all think?
Disrespect the culture, nigga. We ain't fucking with you. Go ahead, Court.
Nah, I feel I didn't appreciate that comment about the niggas either though. But as far we're on the legend topic real quick though, was Wack 100 wrong when he said that Nipsey ain't a legend?
Nah, he wasn't wrong. He not.
Yeah. He not.
That got a lot of controversy. I remember there was a lot of pushback about
I mean, Nipsey had a good body of work, but it wasn't legendary just yet. Yeah. He was on his way to become legendary.
Yeah,
kind of like Young Dolph.
Now let me tell you what would have made
kind of like Dolph.
Made Nipsey legendary. How he got it off before he passed, for his untimely passing.
Yeah, because his first official album that Victory Lap was a classic.
Listen, man, if he would have got that goddamn STEM program he was working on popping, that would have made him legendary.
Nah, for sure.
If you ask a nigga like me, I feel like because I listened to him from the start. Like, so I feel like
you're not the only one that listened to Nippy.
No, I'm just saying, like, I feel like his catalog, his mixtape from the marathons to the Crenshaw to the way he pushed the mixtape game and changed it up a little bit by charging $100 for the mixtapes. He had some legendary moves, the mailbox money joint. You know what I mean? His rollout was really nice. Like, for him to have that kind of, he had a legendary mixtape kind of coming up. He definitely.
Yeah, I feel like he still made a mark, even though he was here quick. I mean, because if that's the
made
case,
a mark, but he didn't make a legendary mark.
Yeah, I would say he was legendary. No, he was.
Is Notorious Big not a legend then?
Yes.
Why Big a legend then off 2 albums?
That's a good question.
That is a good
I feel like Big always gets the legend stamp. Nobody question if Big a legend. Why we question if Nip is?
To me, hold on. To answer your question, to me, he's like the Bo Jackson of rap. He don't have to me. He doesn't have the nice body. He don't have. To me, he don't have a body of work neither. To be honest, a lot of niggas do say that, but to me, he don't have a body of work neither.
Yeah,
he like the Bo Jackson. He like the Bo Jackson of rap. You know, he showed that he could be the best, but he got hurt too early, which he passed. So
it's almost like taboo to say Big is not a legend in rap. Like, it's like almost like you gonna get your hip hop card revoked if you.
But the truth is, Chris Rock said the same thing. Though he's like, I can't put him up there. He's like that's where I got that reference from. He said he like the Bo Jackson of rap, which is true.
That is a good way to put it, though. Like, he just hit you real hard, and you was like, "Oh, we ain't never seen that like this." But then it was over with.
But that's the same thing we say about Big Pun, because Big Pun came from nowhere. His first album was a legendary album.
Cool, but he didn't have the same impact though as Biggie.
But he did, bro. Amongst Latinos,
he had the same impact with the Latinas. Not with the niggas.
Latinos to the scene, rapping wise, bro. Like,
his album did go 4 million. I'll give you that. It did sell 4 million. That's I'll give you that.
Because the Verge's point Fat Joe was the first nigga popping, right? He was the first nigga popping as a Latino, but this nigga, Big Pun,
Yeah, he was the first one to go
it
platinum.
didn't matter what he was, Latino, black, white, what the fuck. This nigga was nice, bro. Like, nigga came in, sold 4 million out the gate, first drop. Like, niggas wasn't doing that back then, bro. And he ain't really had no promo, none of that shit. He did that all.
But that's what you say. I say he was more popular with the Latinos.
No, he was popping with us too, nigga. It was that
I'm not saying. I said he was more. I said he was more popular. I said he was more popular with the Latinos. I said more popular.
I don't think so, bro. He got our respect early. If you look at all them old freestyle ciphers, he was in the freestyle ciphers with the Cannabis, DMX. He was with all them niggas all the time. He was in all them freestyle ciphers.
Unfortunately, he wasn't writing any of that shit. Sadly.
Who?
Fat Joe.
We talking about
Big Pun. We talking about Pun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we talking about Big Pun.
Yeah, Pun was writing a lot of that shit.
I never know Fat Joe had ghostwriting allegations either. Shit.
Yeah, I never heard of that either.
Well,
Fat Joe. I'm gonna send y'all the link. Yeah, I'm gonna send y'all the link. But dude was on he was on Hassan Campbell's podcast talking about Fat Joe, how he was writing for the niggas.
Hassan Campbell didn't he fake his shooting? Didn't he get fake getting his self shot one time?
Oh, I don't know about all that. I don't know.
Hassan Campbell, he faked himself getting shot before on camera, bro.
He fakes. We
gotta check his stories, bro. All his stories has to be thoroughly checked.
That don't matter though. The guy who actually was a ghostwriter for Fat Joe was on his show.
Yeah, facts.
I still got.
I will say that Don Cartagena might have been a classic album though.
That's what I just said. That's what I said. I said Don Cartagena and I said Jose. Those are the two classics he got.
That Jose was the Jealous One's Envy.
Yeah.
And let's be honest with you. Let's be real. The songs you remember off them albums are memorable because of who's featuring on them, not because of what Fat Joe said on them.
I will say that Joe is heavy on the features though. Like a lot of his best records, he usually has somebody else on the track.
But that's what niggas say about Jay-Z too, though.
No, niggas don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not today, man. Not today, man.
We have heard that.
Oh my God.
Not Hov.
Holy God.
Hov got a
He's not even known for having
feature nobody on that bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, he literally had the only feature on his album was Eminem.
Nah, you talking about Blueprint?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you might be right about that.
We talking about top 10 hits,
right
though. Are we talking about hits or we talking about albums? Like
we just talking about. But
you gotta think though, Jay-Z
has features, but he's not known
for hits.
Most of his songs he got.
Jay-Z's biggest songs is solo. I feel like I don't feel like
majority of them.
Yeah, that's a fact. You tripping, L?
What his best feature song is? Like that was a hit. Like
New York,
if we count like producers like Pharrell or something, or we talking about like real rappers?
With the rappers, somebody else on the song with him, not the beat. We talking about features.
Kanye, the only other person I remember him having like a big hit with, like Beans, him and Beans. Shit, I don't know, man. I think Hov got some bangers though, man.
He got some bangers.
Probably his biggest song.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they all got bangers though, man. Like you can't say Fat Joe is not a dude that if you go through 30 years of hip hop and you still relevant, able to drop music in this generation, it's very few people that could do that. Even LL, as much as was crazy, LL's album actually was a good album.
And it flopped like a motherfucker. That motherfucker flopped.
And that's crazy. And his album actually was a good album. LL was rapping his ass off, bro. I'm like, he was actually nice as fuck on the album. But I when I listened to it, I was like, see, it's not going to translate though. And his album, if y'all go and listen to
it, because it's fucking garbage.
It's just his LL, bro. It's crazy because it's LL.
Now L can still rap for sure.
He can rap, bro. He can still rap. I'm gonna be 100 with it. Like LL,
I haven't heard it, so I'm not gonna pass it.
It was a cool album. And like I said, Fat Joe album. I listened to
I
that.
didn't know Fat Joe dropped nothing. Honestly, I didn't even know.
I like, man.
Yeah, it came out like a month ago.
It
like in
came
December.
out, yeah. And his album actually, to me, was when we go track for track. I like the Dre and Snoop album. I like the Kendrick album. I like all of them. But I feel like if I had replay value, I would go back to Fat Joe's album over either of the other two.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that Fat Joe and spend tomorrow while I'm at work.
Like real talk.
He a fan.
Nah, because I like all of them. I'm a fan of all of them. I'm a fan of rap, bro. Like, hey, I listen to rap, bro. But I'm like, if I was to weigh the albums out, you know, Kendrick got like 3 tracks that I get a replay. You know, I like the TV off. I like some of the joints off his joint. I ain't kill it like a lot of people did. But yeah, the Snoop and Dre album, I actually like that album. Them niggas was floating on that shit.
I like that Muddy Waters too, man. That Muddy Waters too is fire.
And the Muddy Waters, yeah, the Muddy Waters is fire. I like the Muddy
I'm gonna do a show on that shit next week or maybe sometime tomorrow.
Well, that Fat Joe, man, it just to me, it just had more. I had more tracks that I would like. And
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna listen to it tonight when I'm in the bed tonight.
That Little Baby album wasn't little. It was okay.
I ain't listened to it yet.
It could have been a little better.
I'm not gonna lie. I tried to listen to the second album, man. I was listening to that second album for like a week straight. I could not get into that Little Baby, man. I just can't get into it, man.
I've been trying to too, bro.
I like his first couple joints, but but I don't know, man. I feel like he might need to be reinventing himself too or something, man. He got.
Yeah, his
I think it was the auto tune that was turning me off.
It just sounds the same.
He's starting to have the what's the name, the baby effect.
Yeah, how the baby got
every song, man.
Hey, I see Bodie James been on his shit because he just dropped another one.
Bodie James
is dropping every 2 weeks. Like
this he dropped a month every year. I mean, he dropped the album once a month.
This nigga
12 months.
I didn't get a chance to listen to it today, but he's definitely on the playlist for tomorrow.
He on his Don Q shit, man. Him and my nigga Fahim the Dumb God, them niggas be consistently dropping, man.
Did y'all hear that Drake song he posted and deleted?
Nah, I ain't hear that.
I guess he took some shots at Bron. He salty about. He said, "I see my brothers buying tickets, singing the words word for word. It hurt somebody. It hurt him. He took it personal. It ain't just business no more, and all this shit."
And that's what we talking about, bro. That's how you know he's not the culture, man. He taking everything too personal. He's not the culture.
He was like, yeah, he said, "Nah, I ain't like seeing my brothers up on that stage going word for word with that Kendrick. Like he was not feeling that. Like,
hey, Bron that is his nigga too.
To be fair though, that might be a valid point to be sorry.
That is his nigga though, bro. Like that's your nigga. Like that ain't like no Irish nigga. Like,
but who to say he not?
And now he like all of a sudden Bron is quoting all Kendrick shit now. It seemed like they caught him at his birthday party. He was rapping that one. That was like the best I ever seen Bron do a verse.
Yeah,
he had his heart in that verse. Like that was like when a nigga rapping Pac or something. He was feeling that shit. Like I was like, damn, he really done turned the leaf from the Kendrick shit. He done moved out to LA.
That was your nigga too, bro. That's your nigga.
DeMar Rosen said fuck Drake. Everybody niggas, all his dogs is like
that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The Drake shit is crazy to me, bro. If anything, it showed me that because Drake did put a lot of these niggas on, bro. Like I'm sorry.
He made a lot.
We not gonna sit here and act like
with the niggas he did. That's this.
Even these NBA niggas, man. We can say Bron, hey man, Kendrick, hey man. Salute to Kendrick, man.
Nah, but they say Drake be doing a lot of shit.
The nigga wizardry that Kendrick got going on with niggas right now is some crazy shit, bro. Like,
check that Uncle Murder shit out too. If y'all ain't hear that shit yet, too.
Yeah, I heard it twice already.
Yeah, he said some real shit. He had said a whole bunch of real shit on there. He touched on that too.
That's what I'm saying. He said that's what we're talking about.
J. Cole say nothing else about being the best. He said, I want to hear you say shit else. After
he said the
way you tapped out, like
shut up. Shut up.
You say who? J. Cole?
Yeah. Uncle Murray said you can't keep calling yourself the best in every song, and then now you You done went and apologized to a nigga that dissed you first, and then now you done went out here and then switched the whole shit up on
We
niggas.
call that duck and wreck, man.
Hey, I think he saw where the shit was about to go.
And he ain't want
no.
You say
I think he seemed deep with the deeper meaning to the beef. Like he about to really, because they really don't like each other for real.
Nah, I think he was crazy, man.
I think it's all a gimmick.
I think the shit with the bots and all that, bro. That shit's real.
I think Drake.
I think Drake was on to something.
Now,
yeah, Drake is really on to
point
something,
with
bro.
each other
Niggas got to quit dismissing this lawsuit shit. The lawsuit shit is
Well, hold on. Let me explain to you that. Hold on.
Drake did something.
Hold on. How you gonna sue a same nigga that you taking advantage of too? That don't even make no sense, nigga. You doing it too. So why you gonna sue and you benefited off the same thing? That don't even make no sense.
Jeez, nigga. I'm gonna tell you this: if my job ever does some shit to stop my motherfucking yearly bonus from going up, bro, I don't care if it's 5%, 10%.
But listen, no, but I'm saying, how can you sue a nigga and you benefiting off the same system?
Because these nigga, they're paying your check, and you got 600. Well, you get 400 million last year, nigga. You supposed to get 600 million, nigga. You not about to give me 400 million again.
Man, the way the nigga fit, the way the nigga explained it, he was like when
they battle don't change 200 million, bro, and we had a deal already set on the table, bro.
What does that have to? I don't know. What's the point you're trying to make?
Nigga, he signed for 400 million last time with UMG, nigga. If your own company is actually buying bots to try to help your opponent get more radio spins to get his shit out more to fucking make your value go down. So now when we come back to the negotiation table, now we like, oh, well, you know what? Instead of that 600 million we was talking about, we just gonna give you 500. Nigga, 100 million is a huge fucking difference, nigga.
But okay, my question is,
you was the one paying for that shit.
So how can he complain about if he's benefiting off the same thing?
What do you mean? How can you complain about it, bro? This is about business. This ain't the battle. The battle is gone. The battle happened. He lost to Pusha T too. He didn't complain about Pusha T, nigga. This is about money at this point. It's different. Like. Trust me.
I mean,
before.
But yeah, but the way I'm hearing it from these industry cats, they saying Drake is wrong because how are you complaining about the same system that you're using? That makes no sense.
Now, Joe Budden, I don't know if y'all talked about that. That Joe Budden tapped in. He said that because it seemed like everybody kind of turned on Drake.
Yeah,
they trying to say that Joe saying that, man, Drake been known to be a piece of shit to a lot of niggas in the industry.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say too. Yeah, I heard that too.
They said he knocking down niggas' wives, knocking down niggas' baby moms, bragging about it, recording it, bringing up the niggas' faces, shitting on niggas behind the scenes. They said niggas
some fuckboy shit.
Yeah, they said they tired of his antics, low key. They said niggas came together like it's time to erase this nigga, man.
This nigga out here knocking everything down, bro. Everything.
Joe Budden went on a rant. I was like, there might be some truth.
That nigga Joe need to relax, man, because he just got caught with his ass out. Literally, he just got caught ass out.
He on that angel dust still, I bet, bro. Because that's only there's no excuse, bro. How you end up naked in somebody's house, bro? Don't know how you got there, bro. Like that's
what situation has to be transpiring for you to be asshole naked and you be in a place, but then outside of a place naked?
I'm telling you, it's gotta be that dust. He got a habit of doing that dust, bro. It's gotta be the dust.
He do be off that shit.
It gotta be. He about to fuck up the podcast money. He getting big money in the podcast.
Yeah, he sold like 300 million or something like that. He signed for.
Yeah, they got some Joe Reagan type numbers, like
He talked about the Drake situation and the money re-up and all that shit, bro. Like that's some real shit. See, we talking about it from our point of view because we thinking of
No, I'm not. I don't know nothing about that industry shit. From what I've been hearing is he's benefited off the same shit. So why the fuck is you suing? That's what everybody's saying. That's why they say that's a bitch ass shit.
Because your company ain't supposed to do it against you. They're supposed to do it against you.
But 50 Cent, hold on, but 50 Cent said, hold on, listen. He said, hold on, listen. He's 50 Cent said when he was on Big Boy, he said when he was beefing with Game, they was doing the same shit with him and Game.
Yeah.
They would play Game shit and they would play 50 shit. So it's fair game.
No.
You can't go back and do that. Like 50 wasn't complaining that they did that they was playing games. This is against him.
Well,
It was Interstate. Interstate was doing the same shit.
Nah, see, you talking about it differently. See, you gotta understand, bro.
No, I'm talking about the same shit, bro. We talking about the same thing.
They didn't have bots back then because now you got
the point is they was pushing it. His 50's record label was pushing this is it. His own record label was pushing a diss against him. That's all he was saying.
Well, 50 was doing that himself because he was the one that was marketing.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the record label.
50 and Kanye, you gotta remember, 50 is the same nigga who him and Kanye literally made a beef to sell more records. Like,
that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about.
You're talking about two totally different subjects.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the fact that how the record labels help to push the beef against their own artists is what I'm saying. The same thing that's going on with the Drake shit. That's all I'm saying. But this time they're using bots instead of whatever method they was using last time. I don't know what method they was using against the 50 Cent game. I'm just going by what 50 said, nigga. So don't kill the message, nigga.
Isn't listen. Isn't OVO under UMG just like TDE?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes.
And what's so crazy is him and Lucien Grange got a close relationship. He used to rap about
that's what makes it. That's why Drake is pissed. That's what we're trying to tell you.
But there's really nothing Drake can do because they making money at the end of the day.
And then you're going to try to lowball
me. That's what I'm trying to tell him, Rex. That's what I'm trying to tell him.
But you can't lowball me, though. You can't.
Yes, they can. You a fucking slave. You don't
that's why Drake is mad. That's why he gonna get paid, bro.
No, he's not.
He's gonna win.
No, he's not, man. He don't have no case.
He's trying to stop Kendrick for performing that song at the Super Bowl, but he ain't gonna be able to do it. It's basically he got, like Uncle Murray said, basically the same thing that happened to me. That this song turned into an anthem, and it became so big. And then if you perform that at the Super Bowl, that's going to trump what you did to Meek.
And he's definitely going to perform it at the Super Bowl.
That's going to be the ultimate death on the right in front of the world, bro. Because everybody in the world going to be saying not like us, talking about A minor and joking, bro. It's hard to come back from that. Like even no matter how.
Look what happened. What Drake did though. Look what happened when he tried to go against the grain. Look what they did.
I think Drake pissed off the wrong people, bro.
He did piss off.
I think the green light been lit on Drake's head, and there ain't nobody.
It definitely has been.
Like it's Drake that did the wrong thing to the wrong person. I don't know who it was.
Listen here, and this is what I'm gonna tell y'all, as I always tell y'all with these industry niggas. They either did something they wasn't supposed to do, or they didn't do something they was. Right? Now, when it come to Aubrey, he want to try to get big boy status and buck the system and bite the hand and feed him. Now they sitting here connecting him to that XXXTentacion situation.
I always feel like that
about that. So while we're talking about that case, that he's definitely going to lose. He's not getting no money. Forget about it.
So I'm saying, you benefit off the same.
Need to focus on that case where that boy that stood up there and said you was implicated in getting contracted them to sit up there and body XXX, man. That's the case.
I thought he beat that. I thought they got sentenced, man. I don't think that's that case still going on.
No, that's already over, ain't it?
I was about to say, yeah, they got sentenced, bro.
I mean, they got sentenced, bro. They've been got sentenced, but that don't mean that their testimony can't be used.
Man, they would if they had something, they would have been got him, man. Come on, that's Drake. That's a high profile case, man.
This is what I'm gonna always say. They keep stuff in the bag on you niggas, man.
Yeah, but
that's the case. They should have been got Puffy.
Well, shit, that nigga Haitian Jack said that they were trying to get Puffy back. They were trying to get him for the Pac shit. He said, man, give us Puffy and we will let you go. They wanted to Puff bad since like 97, 98.
Yeah,
They
Puff
wanted
been
Puff.
on a nice
This
little
is what
run.
I'm saying about y'all, Puff. This is what a lot of people don't understand about Sean. Sean has been an agent since like right after Big got killed.
You said Sean?
It did feel like he had an untouchable green light though for a minute. Like Puff was running around here unchecked for a long time.
These niggas be agents, bro.
Oh, he definitely been an agent. Yeah, I do definitely feel that. Like I mean,
These niggas be having immunity.
Allegedly.
Why you think he recorded everything?
Yeah, he definitely recorded everything.
Why you think he is in the pot of hot water? His soft ass.
I hate to say it, but I for some reason I feel like bro gonna come up dead, bro. Because they keep coming up with these things talking about he was depressed during the holidays. He didn't eat. He's not working out. Like they trying to set the tone for him to kill himself.
I told y'all, man, be surprised if they Epstein his ass.
That's what I wouldn't. Well, he got too much heat. If he really got these tapes like they keep saying, bro, there's going to be some people in there that we're going to be blown away to hear. Like I know that. I mean, it's just
we'll never hear who was on those tapes.
Yeah, we're not going to get.
And if we never hear, that's because they're powerful people.
Oh, it's a lot of powerful people.
Because if it was nobody important, we would hear about it. If it was some nobody, some regular niggas that nobody cared about, that would have got exposed.
Think of who his homies was. Think of who all said they were his friends. And now they're saying they weren't. Now they're not his friends. You even got Jay-Z saying
that nigga Hove, that nigga Dame said, I can't believe Jay said that. He said, come on, he said we're all in videos hanging out together. He said,
Hove is a sucker.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting out to like Hove, man. Hove, I don't his character. I'm starting out to like Hove as a man, man. I'm hearing too much sucker shit that he done done to people, man. He done done a lot of sucker shit, man.
We was enamored by the music, man.
He low-key did DeHaven dirty. I didn't really believe the Haven shit at first. I started going down the rabbit hole a little bit, man. Low-key, DeHaven might be the nigga out of everybody that should be the most mad at home, though.
But hold on, though.
Was about DeHaven dinner almost all the songs. Like
nobody speaks about that nigga Hove in a positive light.
Nah.
Except for
nobody.
Bleak ride that nigga to the end. Bleak gonna always have something good to say about Hove.
But Jay-Z did Hove did say some shit though. He said you never hear about what I did to them. It's always what I didn't do for them. I was like, damn, I kind of felt that. And that is what you hear.
There's probably some truth to that too. You know,
because Hove put all them niggas on too, except for like DeHaven and all them niggas before and Dame.
But you got to hear though.
But ask this question though: did he put niggas on, or did he use niggas as a stepping stool to get to where he at?
Well,
that's what they were saying too, though. They were saying that too about him too, Rats.
I don't mean in a positive way. Everybody that fucked with Dame is still popping to this day.
Yeah,
facts. That's true.
Now think of the artists that Jay-Z signed to Rockefeller when he became whatever. Who are they?
Only one I can really say is Rihanna. That's it. That's the only one that's popping.
Now, if you start naming other artists, the guy who's responsible for bringing them to Def Jam, he mysteriously came up dead in a hotel room, allegedly shot himself in the head. I'm talking about to my nigga Shakur Stewart.
Oh yeah.
You say what? My fault. I didn't even hear.
I said any rapper between the years of, let's say, 2003 to now that was a part of Def Jam that you could say Jay-Z had a hand in their career really was Shakur Stewart that brought him to Def Jam.
Yeah, I know Jay-Z always talked about him. He always gave me credit for his early albums.
Well, I don't see Jay-Z as like a dude out there like really scouting talent for the most part. Like it seemed like he was the machine at that time. So I mean, you know, I wouldn't expect Jay to be out there in the club. You know what I mean? Like Jay don't come off as one of them type niggas. Like, you know what I mean?
Jay remind me of so many niggas I know.
Yeah.
So
but back to that D-Haven shit though, Court. They said D-Haven said that one of his homeboys tried to shoot at Jay, so that's why Jay cut him off because his homeboy tried to kill him.
That's that. Remember when Jay said 3 shots, close range, but they never touched me. Divine intervent. That's what he's talking about. The dude tried to squeeze it 3 times, but it didn't.
the shit just jammed. Luckily, he
Talking
said,
about on their presidents.
yeah. And D. Haven said his man. He said my man was about that life. He said I had to. If I wouldn't have told him to fall back, like I'm in jail, I'm the one he did dirty, and I'm telling everybody was mad he backdoored my connect. He was like, but niggas wanted to kill him for it. I told him not to, but dude was going to kill him eventually. He was like, that's what dude do. That's his thing. But he said but Hov, he said, I ain't gonna lie, I know that's why Hov don't, because he said when he got out of jail, he kept fucking with the nigga. And Hov was like, damn, you still fuck with the nigga.
Oh, okay, got you.
They try to take my
So,
life.
so you can't be mad at Hov for doing that though.
He never admitted that till recently. D. Haven finally admitted that. He said, I know that's probably the real reason why Hov don't talk to me.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, okay. I knew it was something like that.
But he literally took bullets for Hov. So he kind of like, I mean,
yeah, he did. He did.
I literally jumped in front of bullets for you, literally. Like, and Jay talked about that. Talking about the Uptown block, my man got his side sprayed up.
Yeah.
He talking about D. Haven. D. Haven talked about that whole story. They was coming out. He was giving him the plug with Poppy and them up in Harlem. A lot of that shit Hov was talking about was really D. Haven was kind of like the guy though. You know, yeah. That's why he's kind of so salty. Like he said, "Damn, you took care of bro. What's his name?
Tata.
Nah, the one that came home from jail after doing the bid.
Oh, talking about Emory.
Yeah. He said, bro, he got so much
all the way up.
Bro, he was connected with Emory just as much as like they all three was a thing.
Yeah, they was
facts.
He said, I didn't get that same benefit of doubt. You looked me in the face and told me, like, when you come home, I got you. He said, I literally have never talked to Jay since then.
Yeah, but I thought Jay said he was snitching though. On All Good just a week ago. He was talking about he was talking about behaving that song too, wasn't he?
There's no paperwork. He was like, there's no evidence. There's no record.
Niggas love throwing that snitch card around.
Man, they
also,
niggas do,
like
man.
you said though, if you chilling with a nigga that tried to body me, bro,
I think that's really and Hov seemed like a very petty, personal, like take shit real, like
definitely.
If you did,
yeah, you could tell, yeah.
Dame said that they fell out over Aaliyah. I never really knew that. I always knew there was like rumors of the Aaliyah shit, but Dame flat out said, he said not much longer after that, he said, I told him I didn't like him doing that R. Kelly shit. He's like, nigga, he raped our girl. Like, why would you know that nigga? Like, we all know what he did. Why would you go do this album with him? He like, man, we that had nothing to do with me. And he said, man, once I kind of stood my ground, he said, I went to the video shooting after that. He said, but Rockefeller was dead after that. He said, because I couldn't condone. He said he was going on another level, and it was a wrap after that. He said that and the Cameron shit. The Cameron shit pushed the envelope too. But Cameron got made president or
came through here. The dips came through and shut Rockefeller down, man.
They did low key kind of end that shit. So it was kind of like damn, because they say Hov came in there on some cocky shit on the old boy shit,
right?
And was like, "Oh, I did my verse. Go ahead and play that." They said Cam walked in there and deleted that shit. Like, nigga, fuck that nigga's verse. Like, I don't know about Hov or none of them niggas. Like, he deleted the nigga's verse. They said they're like, hold on, let's save it. It was like, no, delete it. Like, I ain't there. I don't even know if there's a copy of it nowhere. They said Hov snapped on the shit too. They said he just deleted it because Hov did him like that. I guess he played.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those the Rockefeller niggas wasn't pushing back on Jay, but when the Dipset niggas came into the fold, them niggas came in.
They wasn't
rowdy, nigga. They was taking over. They said they started building up their own little studios inside the studio.
You gotta think though, Cam came in as a seasoned artist already. He done been through.
That's what I was about to get to. That's exactly what I was about to say too, though. Yeah.
He knew the business, so he already knew what was going on, so he wasn't about to do it now. That's why he came
Jay
in.
Wouldn't be like that because they knew each other.
That position too.
But
yeah, them niggas go before. They go back before rap too. So I'm kind of surprised.
And then listen, Dame just sold his share to Rockefeller to Murder and Flee.
Yeah, that's wild.
So Cam and Mace owns Rockefeller now.
Oh, that's official. I never knew that was officially a thing.
They talked about it on the show, hella time.
I heard them rumoring and like throwing little hints, but I never actually knew it was a real done deal though.
They said they're gonna put it up for auction at what's the name?
So that's why Hove is Hove hate them niggas, man. He hate all them Harlem. All the Harlem niggas can go to hell. Puff, Dame, Cam. He hate all them niggas right now, bro.
Mace, you know he don't like Mace neither.
The niggas who we couldn't fuck
Oh yeah,
over,
because
man.
Mace was supposedly took one of Hove's girls too back in the day. Hove got in
Yeah, what did Jay say? He said, check your own videos, nigga. You always be number 2. Talk about me.
Hey, JC was that nigga though, man. We gotta stop. Hey, I hate when niggas say JC.
He definitely that
Hey,
goat.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not know that song was about Mace till about a year ago. I did not know.
Me neither. I didn't.
They traded a couple little joints at each other.
I did not know he was like he said, nigga, check your own videos. You always be number 2. I said, damn.
See,
I was always wondering who he was talking about. And then when I heard it was Mace, that shit put chills in my spine, man. I had to go back and play that song.
Nah, yeah.
And you know who did the beat? Stevie fucking J. He killed him on a bad boy producer. Stevie J did the song. A bad boy producer.
See, I didn't know that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, a Ride or Die on volume 2.
That's my
How many of y'all want to ride tonight, die tonight? How many of y'all? Yeah. That song's about Mace. The whole song.
What's crazy?
Yeah, he was going too. Yeah. Nah, Hove definitely in his
Hove been a fuck nigga, man. He been a fuck nigga.
True.
I don't feel like that was. I feel like even Mace said he was wilding out too, though, man. Mace was a nigga who was already out there too. You got to remember, man. Mace even admitted he was on that bullshit too himself.
Yeah, Mace was fucking everybody bitch too, though.
He was the original Drake. He was the original Drake.
Yeah,
he
was
the original
Drake. He's a pretty boy Harlem nigga, bro. He was out there
He
doing
said,
that shit.
He said I was murdered. He said P. Diddy made me pretty. That nigga said P. Diddy made me pretty. I don't know if he should delete that now though. But
Hey, nigga, that first Mace album was classic too.
That's I be trying to tell the young boys at my job. I'm like, y'all don't understand, man.
Like Mace is that nigga.
Back in the day.
Nah,
that shit was like a first track for track, man.
Yeah, it's no skip button when you throw that Mace on. No skip button.
Even his little pop joints was fly.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Nah, we about to get up out of here though, y'all, man. We're gonna start with G. We're gonna start with G's, and then or from court to G's to L. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying, y'all say y'all last words, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. We're going on 3+ hours in, man.
Oh yeah, man. A Real Talk podcast, man, on this good Friday night, man. Talking this good music with my bros real quick, man. One time. Appreciate tapping in with y'all on the last second shit. I just wanted to. I tapped in and seen the Fat Joe shit. I was like, oh yeah, I see. Let me see what's going on in here. But yeah, always, man. Always a good time, my brothers, man. You already know.
You already know, man. Shout out to my nigga Court, Green, man. Go ahead.
Yo, shout out to Court, Rax, Els. Tune in Tuesday. I'ma smoke this nigga like a joint.
Hey, you need to bring
Stephen A. G's in the building.
Nah, it's Stephen L. Piff in the building.
I'm about to fish fry this nigga. He about to be fish fry greasy on Tuesday. Yo, holla at your boy, man. Go Bucks, nigga.
Hey, you better bring Court in here for your help. If he want his Bron versus MJ discussion, bring Court in.
Yeah, we're gonna have that discussion on Tuesday, Court. So if you ain't doing nothing at 9 o'clock Tuesday, tap in. You know, so we're gonna have the MJ versus LeBron E.N.E sports show.
It's gonna be Tim Duncan versus LeBron.
Oh,
not
damn.
Tim Duncan versus LeBron.
Well, that's not fair.
Hell, man, go ahead and say your last words before we get on up out of here, man.
Nah, man. Hey, hope everybody had a great holiday. I know it was a hectic back-to-back middle of the week season with the holidays, and it was a little off for everybody the way it kind of landed right in the middle of the week. But we get recalibrated, get back to the biz. I just hope everybody had a good time chilling with the family. And we're going to get to it Tuesday. You already know what it is. E.N.E Sports, all day, every day, no days off. And you know what it is, man. You got the Art Vino in the building, Don H in the building. We got the H Loss in the building, big business buildings popping over here. And we getting it going, man. You already know what it is. So
you already know what it is.
Peace, love, and blessings. Hope everybody have a great evening. And tap in on Tuesday.
You already know, man. Let me pull this up on the screen. You did. I'm going to correct that too. Tomorrow is what we're going to be talking about. Tomorrow afternoon. This is what we're going to be talking about, man. Why are New York MCs not protecting the culture, man? That's what we're going to discuss tomorrow, man. Tap in, walk with us, man.
Yeah, they're going to Mace again.
Murder keep popping up, don't he, man? Since I got my brother Court, my brother L up here, it's only right we ride out with this song right here, man. Smash that like button, quick little bell, subscribe to the page, tap and walk with us, man.
Get your paper, fuck these haters, fuck your haters, be graded, y'all be tasters,
Niggas talking about the Jay-Z song. That's funny too.
Got my place, I'll catch you later. Get your paper, fuck these haters. Fuck your haters, we be greater. Y'all be tasters, got no flavor. Got my place, I'll catch you later. Peace. See me little shots to reply. Why you in such a rush to die? One line to do it, don't need the influence. Fall in the movement, rock all your movements. No tick rolling, pivot be on me. If I grip the foldy, calling you homie. Now you be homie. Ran to the A, call me don't wait. Made me to play the low fade. And out of your face, we up in the race. Business is great, no kids to relate. I double the plate, fuck it, I buried the plate. Home, I just ran with the plate. You own what you eat, mixing my
I'm about to put this on my new album too.
the plans on the low, never I wait for the show. Hop in this road, follow the go. We up in the V's, we be cool like Caribbean breeze. Not time to leave, money the trees, like said at ease. On this shit, baby, fuck with the baby. We mashing this baby, screaming out, fuck you just pay me. You cannot outweigh me. One day with 80, nigga don't play king. Get your paper, fuck these haters. Fuck your haters, we be greater. Y'all be tasters, got no flavor. Got my place, I'll catch you later. Get your paper, fuck these haters. Fuck your haters, we be greater. Y'all be tasters, got no flavor. Got my place, I'll catch you later.
These niggas bite our style like a Florida gate. Some niggas show love, but even more of them hate it. Had to get my CC dub updated. The scope got me aiming with one eye like a Raider. Break a pound down to 60 bits like a Sega. Niggas end up in a jam, don't bring a nigga name up. The prosecutor will bullshit you and have you switching on your team like a 2K player. Told you should've had a mask on like Darth Vader. You didn't take note like your car was all paid up. Boy, you was lucky cause you must have been prayed up. Cause somehow the judge just threw the whole case out. From the east side, there really ain't no safe out. The strip still moving even when G's on the stakeout. We can cook beef like the Japanese steakhouse. She could've did him, but she rather do takeout. This is shit that make the hustlers wanna bring the rape out. My network got me touching down in Cape Town. Used to bother me, but we used to the hate now. Verbal battery for the abuse that we gave out for my team. I do the dirty work like a ratio. Can't make a blueprint unless you got a layout. The shit too hot, man, we never gonna flame out. The shit unfair like moss on the fairground.
Get your paper, fuck these haters. Fuck your haters, we be greater. Y'all be tasters, got no flavor. Got my place, I'll catch you later. Get your paper, fuck these haters. Fuck your haters, we be greater. Y'all be tasters, got no flavor. Got my place, I'll catch you later. Peace.
Representing,
No fucks to give. All you hating ass niggas just run your lips. Lord, where fall back before you see these clips. No bullshit. We ain't playing no games. Go against us trying to make you a name. That's equivalent to a clout chaser. Or what me and my brother refer to as this to the bank, bro. New day, like same clothes. King L should be up on cell phone. Says he get niggas to the day to be gone. He gonna say, fuck with a fuck nigga. Really gotta say. They thought I had a Mac, but I really got a case. Still think I'm still crack, but I found another way. Yeah, y'all niggas
That's a man, man.
We've all these niggas so big balls, talk big shit, got big balls. Y'all big bitch, y'all being bras. Y'all cannot fuck with the squad. We all like bars.
Hey.
Get your paper, fuck these haters. Fuck your haters, BB graded. Y'all be tasters, got no flavor. Got my place, I'll catch you later. Get your paper, fuck these haters. Fuck your haters, we be graded. Y'all be tasters, got no flavor. Got my place, I'll catch you later. Peace.